Okay, unmuting us now. Hello, everyone. Oh, that's a little close. So.
Hello.
Oh, good. And Meta's in here too. Perfect. Oh, Meta, it is showing a different name for you. Do you want to change that? Is that good?
Yeah, let me go do that. This will be a few minutes.
Okay. Well, that's fine, because it's going to take me a while to explain what the heck is going on anyway. And also, oh, right, I also need to repost on V-Sky. So, let's see, we're still on that stream. Yeah, sorry for the impromptu stream here, everybody. We had a last-minute change of plans. Let's see, if I go here... Doing a couple things at once, bear with me. We had a last-minute change of plans. So, we originally were going to be doing Abiotic Factor as normal. Problem was, Iggy had something come up on his end at the last minute. He had to bow out, and unfortunately, he took the save file with him. So we can't actually play Abiotic Factor unless we want to like start our own fresh game, which would be rather silly. So instead, we're going to do something else this week, and hopefully we'll have Abiotic next week. We are going to be streaming. It's called Flock Around. Hang on. Let me post this on B-Sky. Last minute change. Come learn about birds. Perfect. Let everybody know. And let me just... Oh, and there's Meta. Perfect. Okay, let me see in there. I'm here. Meta's there. We can customize ourselves in a second. Let's show everybody what on earth we're talking about. Boink. Okay, good. And I didn't accidentally have the wrong thing. Now, I'm going to test something. Boink. Boink. Excellent. Okay, so instead, I figured Meta and I can do a quick one-shot of something called Flock Around. This is a neat little game on Steam. It's like $7 or something, like $5. It's crazy. And this is going to be educational. Ooh, we can change our colors here. Perfect. Let me get my greens going. And meantime, explain. So, this is a birding game where it's going to be kind of like those friend slop games, only with a lot less death and a lot more just learning about birds. There we go. Looks good enough for me. Because this has some actual real-life birds in it, and we are going to be learning about them. And more specifically, y'all are going to be learning about it. Because Meta and I are dabbling birders at least, so we probably know several of these, and now we are going to educate everyone else. And if it's a kind of bird we haven't seen before, we'll learn about that too. So what I've done here is on top of our game here, I have... Ta-da! What? Ahem. Ta-da! eBird! Yeah! I can actually put a little monitor in the internet browser over here. So, this is a website called eBird, ebird.org, very simple, and it is hosted by the Cornell Lab of Ornithology at Cornell University in New York. This is the premier place for all things bird. It's got, species maps, it's got photos, it's got calls, it's got everything. If you need to know anything about a bird, this is the place to go. And so I'm going to be using this along with the in-game Flock Around, and we are going to educate you all. So.
It'll be fun. Mm-hmm. Now, what I'm curious about is what kinds of birds are in the game. Like, is it all just North American birds? Do we have European birds? African, South American? Do the difference between West Coast and East Coast?
That is a fantastic question. I think I've seen... so far from the trailers, I've seen it's North American birds.
Oh, I see. If you press G, actually, it'll give you the list. Okay, here we are, and there's various tabs for each of them. Looks like it's mostly North American.
Yeah, I think you are correct.
I'm not really seeing anything even European, much less anywhere else.
Townsend's warbler, yep. Ganser, long-tailed. Yeah. Ooh, cedar waxwings.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, so...
This will be interesting.
We could go through this entire list here and like go over every bird, but I think it'd be more fun if we went bird by bird. So as we find
let's go bird hunting.
Yeah. Okay. So G is guide, F is crouch, F is point, R is wave. We can cycle through our tools, of course, and we can also use a bird. Take pictures of birds in each pose to fill out the guidebook. Earn stars based on size and position. Oh no, it is Pokemon Snap. Develop your photos to earn money and unlock cosmetics and equipment. Ew. Oh, we can upgrade binoculars, upgrade camera. We can get different kinds of seeds to attract different kind of birds. Different whistles to attract different birds. Okay, okay. Alright, that's enough fussing around. Let's get started. Oh, we don't really have an in-game map. Interesting. Oh, but I guess this way's closed off, so we only really have one way forward. Ah, and there is a dash button. I'm assuming we're going to want to be quiet and sneaky to get birds. Alright, so I'm going to head out. Let's go
in real
left.
life, it's best if you don't make a lot of noise and try not to approach them too closely. Now, I'm not sure how true this game is going to be to real life. I guess we'll find out.
The general idea for birding is you walk slowly and quietly, you don't make a lot of noise, and you just observe.
Oh, good. When you crouch, you completely flatten yourself a la Repo.
Wait, seriously? Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's show it on stream. Look at that! Oh, that's phenomenal. But, yeah, see, that's the paradox about birding. Birds do not like being looked at, because generally the things looking at birds are the things trying to eat the birds.
Oh, was there one already?
There's something.
Yes. Okay. On top of the hedge. Oh, crap.
Yep, I see
I
it.
wonder if pointing helps.
No, I see it. Ah, we got a woodpecker.
Someone's moving fast.
Are you pileated? Are you acorn? What are we? Why is this? Oh, does it
getting closer?
Does it not confirm until we develop the photos? Shoot, someone's talking. I have no idea who that is. Is that your call? I don't recognize that. Then again, if it's a pileated, I wouldn't know the call, because they're not around here. You'd find those farther up the coast. Or maybe in the foothills? Do those show up around Tahoe?
Pileated? I'm pretty sure we're East Coast.
Well, wait, I thought we had them up in Washington.
Maybe. Why don't you check eBird?
There's a Developatron right here.
There was something hopping along the top of the hedges.
There we go. Better photo.
Oh, there is, I think, an American robin on top of the hedge, and oh, that was a hummingbird.
Hang on.
Now the robin is on top of a tree.
Okay, so that was a pileated. Sorry, I'm going to take a break here, and we're going to go over our first bird. Here we go. So, eBird. Pileated woodpecker. Here we are. Dryacopus pileatus. Yep. So
don't worry about the scientific names. Nobody else remembers them either.
Ha. Well, I mean, you know, the PhDs will, but that's their job. So this is your Woody the Woodpecker. This is your classic woodpecker. You'll notice the clawed feet that are actually configurable. They can have either 2 toes in front, 2 in back, or they can swing one of them around to be 3 in front, 1 in back. Nice, big, straight bill. Oh yeah, that's kind of for birding in general. First thing you look at on a bird is the bill, because that'll tell you what they eat and what they're doing. So this is your classic woodpecker bill. Big, thick, straight, ready to just hammer into stuff. They're trying to pull out grubs and other insects and also make little homes for themselves.
Yeah, just to clarify that, because some people are confused, they don't actually eat the wood. They're trying to eat the bugs in the tree.
Correct. Woodpeckers do not actually eat wood.
Okay, very fast, back in game. Damn it, see, it moved again. Well, okay, this is like real-life birding. Hey, look at this bird. No, it just moved. Okay, there's a robin hanging around on the ground right now. He keeps hanging around on the ground, then flying up to a nearby tree.
All right, let me get that. Let me just finish the education. Oh, pileated is in California. I didn't know that. Look at that. That's like, so they're all over, like east of, as soon as you get the Rockies, they're all over the place. But they're also swing up into Canada and then come down the west coast, down into California. Oh, fun fact about birding, at least in the U.S., we have something called the Rockies, right around, like, there. Oh, can you all see this? Wait, why isn't this showing up? Hello? Well, the window isn't showing up in OBS. What's going on? Bah! Did something stupid happen? Oh no. What did I do that? Ah, no, there's nothing. Darn it. Do I have to... I might have to capture... Oh, I think it's only looking for that website. Hang on, what if I... Shoot, I might have to capture that whole monitor. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now it's showing up the website. Gosh, you people couldn't see anything. Bah! Okay, hang on. Let me see if there's anything bad on this monitor. So hold tight for a second. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay. So I'm going to do something a little risky. And if I minimize... I mean, there's nothing on my desktop. Alright, so here's the plan. I'm going to modify it so that it's capturing that monitor. And I shouldn't dox myself or do anything stupid. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Okay, this is irritating. Oh, because I'm using window capture. Okay, instead of window capture, what if I just use... application audio display capture? There we go. Okay, so we've got this. And then... Yep, then it's got that bird. Okay. This will be a little weird, but just bear with me here. Oh, and we vanished. There we are. Ah, sorry about this. You know, had to set this up at the last minute here, so bear with me here. Meta, thank you for being patient. Ahem. Let me briefly go through pileated. So, big, long, thick bill, woodpecker, Woody the woodpecker, those funny little zygodactyl toes, which is always fun. And the range is, yeah, anywhere on the East Coast, coming all the way down to California. Around here in Colorado, we have something called the Rockies. You know them, you love them. Fun fact about U.S. birds, this is basically the Great Wall of China. Because most birds will either be on one side or... Well, not most. Some birds will be either on one side or the other, but not both. Because flying over the Rockies is really hard. So, pileated woodpecker.
North to south migration tend to be an exception, as they kind of just pick which side they wind up on.
All right. Sorry about that rough start there. Let's try to be a little more smooth. Meta has wandered... Oh, there's Meta. Thank you. Thank you for being patient. All right. Do you see anything right now?
Not at the moment. I already found a few secrets around here.
Oh, hello, somebody. Oh, we got a black cat chickadee. At least I think that's a black cat. Okay, I'm hearing the chickadee. Chickadee-dee-dee. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I bet if we develop these...
I also found a secret already.
Ooh, do tell. Do we, like, walk through the wall here? Ow. Nope.
Oh, it's over here. So, what is the rule of every video game ever?
Oh, always put something behind the waterfall. It's the law. Yeah, here we are. Ooh.
Also, photograph that hexagon. Apparently that counts as a thing to be photographed.
Look at this photograph. Ooh, we need more stars. 420 stars, sheesh. I don't think we're getting that on this stream.
I assume that's like end of the game, I would presume.
Well, okay.
Given that it also has trees around it for like all 5 other biomes or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so each bird can have a potential of up to 12 stars, because it's 3 stars each for 4 different shots. So... yeah. We're not getting that on this stream. Alrighty, let's see what else. Oh, we got the black-capped chickadee. Let's try to get another one as well. Quietly. I thought I saw a hummingbird or somebody going around, but maybe that was my imagination. Oh, hello. Our chickadee's back. Yes, you. Come here. Get photographed. Yes.
Yeah, I know I saw a hummingbird making a few rounds.
know what's really confusing about chickadees is that in our neck of the woods, we don't actually have chickadees. We have something called a titmouse, which makes the exact same call, but is not a chickadee. So if you hear the chickadee sound in our area, it's not a chickadee.
Hang on, there's something that landed just behind you. Turn around and look up in the nearby tree.
Hello. Who is that? Ah, dang it, I missed it. Is that an oriole?
On the ground.
Gotcha. Okay.
Great, I'm out of photos. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, same here. Excellent eyes, thank you. Yeah, this is just like real life birding, where it's like, quick, look at that thing before it vanishes. That's interesting, though. So it doesn't ID them until you get the photos.
I've heard of quail.
Really? Is that... That's not a quail, is it?
No, I was hearing the quail song. The
the Chicago song, yep. Point of interest, hexagon statue. Oh, free $1,000, okay.
Oh, that's that bird we were photographing. I'll let you find out.
Okay, black-capped chickadee. Oh, it's a dark-eyed junco, really?
A junco.
Huh.
Okay. Huh. It's funny, here in California, we don't see them, at least... yeah, so we're not in the mountains of California. The mountains, you find them year-round.
Yeah.
Outside of the mountains, you'll only see them in the winter.
We're kind of in central California. Well, central slash coastal slash... It's complicated. Okie dokie. Black-capped chickadee, first and foremost. Back to eBird. Aha, now it's working. Thank you. Black-capped chick-a-dee. There you are, these little cuties. So, these are much like titmice or anything else. These are small, energetic little fuzzballs. Like a ping pong ball with feathers, basically. So, first thing first, look at the bill. Very small, very short, very kind of wide and so on. These are going to be...
pretty thick bill.
Mm-hmm. So, generally, when you have like a shorter, thick bill, that's going to be more of like a jack-of-all-trades, where they're going to be taking whatever they can get. And sure enough, so chickadees and titmice and other birds of that kind, they'll take berries, they'll take small insects, they'll kind of eat whatever they can get on there. And yeah, now it says they go farther, because we're kind of in, like, around here, like, just, like, maybe up and to the left of that CA, like, you know, kind of San Francisco area and such. So, yeah, they don't quite come down into our area. And plus, they're mostly like a winter bird. Like, you see that, you know, a lot of times they'll be in snow. So, now, if you go up into Washington, you'll see them all the time. Yeah, because my parents are actually back up in the Washington area, and yeah, when I go to visit them, oh yeah, these things are all around. So, I wonder if there's a good video of them. There shouldn't be anything dangerous on this website. Aw, there you are. Look at that little tame one. Oh. Yeah, they are flighty. Yeah, and they're taking the seeds. So, shelled sunflower seeds. Yeah, they won't say no to that. Yeah, and they're so nervous.
Yeah, disclaimer for real life. Careful about feeding wild animals like this.
Yeah, see, this is... Normally, you're not supposed to do this. And unfortunately, I think this game also does the same thing, where you can, like, buy seeds to attract certain birds. That's not usually what you do. You don't want to feed wild animals. This is probably a rare exception or something.
Now, backyard bird feeders are fine, but especially like holding out the seeds like that, you really don't want the birds to associate people with food. That tends to create problems.
That's bad. Yeah, you don't want them to get used to humans, because then it just creates problems. Yeah, dark-eyed junco, there's our classic. These little dudes. So, again, with the bill. So it's a little shorter, a little wider. Again, they're a bit of a jack-of-all-trades. Normally, you'll see them foraging for seeds on the ground. But they'll also grab berries. Might even take small insects, like stuff, if they really want to. Oh, yeah, and they're all over North America. Wow, they even go up into Alaska. Good for them. Huh. Yep, so kind of your classic little... It's kind of similar to a finch or a sparrow or any of those. Like a little just jack-of-all-trades, workaday bird. The difference being they're usually fluffy as heck because you'll usually find them in the cold. Like, around in our area, they'll only come around here if it's in the dead of winter when it's like, 55 degrees tops or something. So, yeah. Yeah, they're so. It's
And
also
yes,
really.
for
Go ahead.
other people, 55 degrees Fahrenheit is cold in California.
Oh yeah, I should specify Fahrenheit, right?
It
Man,
doesn't snow here.
man, one of these days we really need to switch to just Celsius everywhere. But anyway, the other really part about Juncos is that usually it's really hard to see the eye because it's a black eye on a black head. So good luck finding it. Teehee. It's like orcas, where it's like the eye just kind of blends in. Fun, fun. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, there's somebody. I see you. You are our suburban thrush. No, come back here. Ah, come back here. I need to ID you. Oh. That was a robin. Okay, now for those who are across on the saner side of the Atlantic, yeah, when we say robin, we are talking about the American robin, not the European robin. They are two completely different birds, even though they have the same name. That's another thing to get used to with birding. Common names are confusing.
Common names are stupid.
Yeah, because we have two different birds that are called robins. The European robin is more like a tit, like a bush tit, tiny little energetic, like caffeine-infused fuzzball, while as the American robin is a thrush. So it's actually a medium-sized, chunkier bird, strutting around like it owns the place. Yep, there's our Junco. Iggy. Yeah, it's a little bit of a stylized eye, but oh well.
Wow, they let you get close.
Oh, I probably ruined it by moving. My bad. Okay, there needs to be a
I
toggle
don't know.
crouch.
They seem pretty docile. At least that one was.
Is there a toggle crouch?
I just need to figure out where we started.
Crouch mode toggle. Thank you. That will save my fingers. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, somebody... There's our robin. No, come back here. Yes. Yes. Oh, dang it. Wait. Oh, is that a robin again? That's someone else. Right as I walk in front of your shot. My bad. Ooh, develop spot right here. Excellent. Oh, it did count. American robin. Yep, there's a Junco again. There's still only 1-star photos? What the heck do they want for 3-star?
I have no idea.
I guess we need a better camera. Oh, that counts for the 1-star. Wait, along with a purple finch? What? Where was the purple finch?
Aw.
Wait, is that the tiny little thing off to there? The heck? Okay, well, 2 more birds to take a look at. So, American robin. Yes, their species name really is Turdus. It's a thrush. That's what they do. There we are. Turdus migratorius. American robin. You know it. You love it.
Okay,
all
hold
over
on.
everywhere.
Behind you.
Wait. Ah.
Okay, I'm pointing at 2 flowers.
Uh-huh. El colibri! Nah, it just moved.
Wait, it's back on the flowers.
There. Yes, 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 yes.
Solid pink head, so it's an anna's?
That'd be my first guess. Hang on. One problem at a time here. This is where things go nuts. So, first, education time. American robin. If you live in the US or pretty much anywhere in North America, you know these things. Funny little birds going through your lawns. They are a suburban thrush. So, they're called a thrush, so it's this medium-sized bird. Again, kind of a universalist bill. They'll go after, yeah, of course, going for worms, naturally. Oh, there's the chickadee sound again. But yeah, they'll also go after berries, they go after seeds, they eat whatever. The interesting thing is that most thrushes are extremely shy. Like, there's something similar called a hermit thrush, which you will almost never see because it will, like, dive out of the bushes or immediately flight from bush to bush. Whereas the American robin has become suburbanized. They just hang out right in your front yard, not a care in the world. They're just strutting their stuff. So, yeah, you're going to find them all everywhere. Yeah, eating all kinds of things.
Until that's their default photo showing one of their favorite things to eat.
Yes, the classic one is them grabbing worms. They will certainly not say no to those. Ooh, got a few wounds on there. Ugh, little graphic. Nature, red in tooth and claw. Oh, and there's a fledgling! Here we are.
They're so dumb looking.
I know. Yeah, and there's the call in the background. That beep, bap, 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 beep, bap, 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 bap. That's the robin. So this is called a fledgling. Now this applies to birds in general. Birds go through a few stages. There's hatchling when they first hatch. There's nestling when they're starting to get some feathers in, but still definitely not ready to leave. And then there's a stage called fledgling. That is when they are ready to fly away and get out of the nest, which they are usually reluctant to do so. Because it's like the teenager who keeps getting their parents do everything for them, and then like all of a sudden,
really fast, yet another one.
All of a sudden, the parents cut them off. Ooh.
So in a tree where I'm facing, up on a branch on the left, we have another woodpecker.
Actually, if I stand right behind you, there we go. Hey, I know that one. Ah, we have too many things to explain.
Oh, also really fast, for an achievement, take a photo of me.
Ha! Look at this photograph. Maybe I have to zoom out of it. There we go. Alright, let me quickly get these developed. Yeah, that is an Anna's hummingbird. Okay. Yep, and a northern flicker, and a rufus? Where the heck was the rufus?
Apparently there's a second hummingbird in there.
Huh.
Alright, now we're getting somewhere.
Okay, the education must continue. We will educate our viewers. So, let me finish with fledglings. So, fledglings, like the teenagers, parents have done everything for them, and then all of a sudden their parents cut them off. They have no idea what to do, so they kind of just sit around hoping somebody will feed them, or they will chase after their parents doing a begging call and hoping their parents will keep feeding them like they always do. It's an awkward stage for a bird. So, this is... Actually, it might still be a nestling. You might have gotten out of the nest a little early there. So, see that fleshy bit on the ends of the bill there, where the bill meets the head? That's a clear indication of a baby bird. Adult birds don't have that. They'll lose it as they grow up. However, this bird also has a lot of its adult feathers in. So, this to me doesn't... Yeah, and even says adorable fledgling. Yeah, this isn't a nestling. So, here's the trick with birds. People always say, like, oh, if you see a downed bird, put it back in the nest. It depends on how old the bird is. Because, yes, if the bird is a helpless hatchling or it's like a nestling, still super scrawny, missing feathers, it looks ugly, that's when you want to get it back in the nest. And don't worry about doing it. Like, almost every bird except vultures can't smell, so don't worry about handling.
Oh, yeah, that old wives' tale about, oh, but they'll have your scent on you and that marks them. Birds cannot smell.
Yeah, it's only vultures and maybe a couple others that actually have a sense of smell. Otherwise, birds don't care. So, yes, that's when you get a ladder. If you can see the nest, try to get a ladder, get the bird in. If you can't see the nest, call wildlife control or there's a bunch of nonprofit birding organizations who can take in.
Alternative, you can attempt to actually just build a nest yourself on the side of a tree. Hopefully, the parents can find it. That is a more advanced trick. I would advise against it.
No, that's not something you should do unless you're qualified. Like, honestly, there's so many nonprofit centers for birds. Just call one of them up. They can take them in, raise them, and then release them back into the wild. However, if it's a fledgling you find on the ground, like this, where they've got all their adult feathers, they're just confused about what to do, it depends. So if there are cats or dogs around, you definitely want to get them up. But otherwise, just leave them alone. Like, just... If you need to, pick them up and set them on a nearby branch or like a bush or something. Like get them up and away from potential like cat or dog predators. But apart from that, they'll figure it out. Like the fledgling stage is always awkward and they always seem pretty helpless and they might even start begging. But they need to learn how to bird. So a fledgling stage is when the bird is still learning. And
yeah, to be honest, if they're not in clear physical danger, and especially if there's no pets around or anything, honestly, just leave them there. Worst case scenario, the parents will actually feed them where they are for another couple of days. Some birds do that.
Yeah, or even longer.
But they're fine.
Yeah, you'll oftentimes a few months ago during that season, you'd see birds like pursuing their parents, constantly calling. It's like, hey, feed me, feed me. Oh man, someone's nesting in the breaker box. Okay. Wait, now that's a male. Do male robins also take turns on the eggs? Huh. I didn't know that.
I don't know. There's not a lot of sexual dimorphism in robins, though, so it might be a female.
Well, no, because females get the spots. Shoot, where's it go? Yeah, here we are. That's a female with the stripes underneath the head there.
Huh. Guess I forgot about that.
What do you mean unknown
Oh,
sex?
they
That's
must be using a term again. Sexual dimorphism is the fancy term for the fact that, yes, with some birds, the females and the males look different.
Well,
With
okay.
some birds, it is strikingly obvious. With other birds, it is not.
If we really want to split hairs, sexual dimorphism is when the male and females have different body sizes. Sexual dichromatism, or sexual dichromism, it's one of the two, is when they have different colors.
All right. Usually in the biz, you'll hear sexual dimorphism as kind of a catch-all term for all of that. But yes, if you want to be specific about it.
Oh, yeah, and it's also mentioning even in-game. Copper-breasted thrush is the most numerous land birds in North America. Yeah, if you're having trouble finding them, you should reconsider your choice of hobby. Yeah, like, go to any grassy field or, like, heck, even, like, I don't know if you usually see them in parking lots, but yeah, like, any field or any mowed grassy, like, soccer lawns or anything like that. Yeah, you'll find them. All right, what were the other things we just got? Because there's a bunch. Let me save the woodpeckers for a second. First we have... this is always a favorite. The northern flicker. Got a really bad photo in
Another woodpecker.
Yes, and this is a very common one around here. Here we are, northern flicker. So, once again, super big, long, straight bill. This is your woodpecker. Fun fact, they are in fact the largest woodpecker in California, I believe, because we don't get pileated. Except, apparently we do get pileated, so figure that one out. Anyways, they might be the second largest then. Yeah, flicker is all over North America, all the way from Mexico up to Alaska. You'll see them everywhere. Super common. And yes, they do have some sexual dichromism or dichromatism, where the males will have these extra red spots on them. Yeah, whereas the female... Well, I guess she does have a red spot, it's just different. Ooh, got a little bit of skin showing there. Are you molting? You might be molting there. But yeah, so very common woodpecker. You'll find them all around. Fun fact, they don't just go onto trees. You'll also see them on the ground slurping up ants. Woodpeckers have an extremely long tongue, and some flickers have learned to just slurp up ants off the ground to get some free extra protein. If you really want to attract them to your backyard, you need something called suet, which is basically congealed animal fat. That will get them to your yard like nobody's business because they love their protein. Yeah, no, there's a difference about red-shafted versus yellow-shafted. Oh, and there's a Cuban variety, too. Interesting. Yeah, what are you doing? Are you taking a dust bath? What's this video? Yep, taking a dirt bath. Yep, alright, you'll also see birds doing this sometimes. So birds can often get parasites or, like, just dirt or grime or whatever else. And some birds will go into the water to take baths. Other birds will do what's called a dust bath, where they actually kick up some dust and get it through their feathers. And that should help dislodge any, like, lice or parasites or any other unwanted things. Yeah, so I see them doing this.
You see animals in savanna environments doing this. Zebras, for example, are often spotted doing this.
Yeah, so this bird isn't sick or anything. It's not, like, diseased. It's not crazy. It's just trying to get itself clean. And yeah, you'll see it's flicking its head in the ground and using the wings to kick up dust, trying to get the dust all through its feathers. And then you usually see them shake out the dust afterwards. Yeah, it's just a little grooming. Alright, so that's our flicker. I should be moving faster here. We have a lot. Alright, now we get into some of my favorites, the hummingbirds. Suck it, Europe. We only got them here. Ha! Starting with, very common one here, Anna's hummingbird. So, hummingbirds are going to be a whole other thing because they're a very specialized kind of bird. They, as everyone knows, they're nectar drinkers, so they'll be going along flowers, picking up stuff. They're also one of the most agile birds in the world because they can go forwards, backwards, sideways. I don't know if they can go upside down, but it wouldn't surprise me. They're crazy. Yeah, super common along the west coast here. In fact, down into Bali or Baja, Mexico, excuse me. Not Bali, that's somewhere completely different. And you're not going to find them anywhere in Europe or Asia because hummingbirds are only in the Americas. You will only ever find hummingbirds in North and South America. Well, I mean Central, obviously, but does Central America count as a separate thing? Questions for later. Anyways, hummingbird time. Yes, so nectar drinkers, super long thin bill, super long tongue hidden inside. And yeah, they'll be slurping up nectar. They will also take insects, fun fact. They do need to get their protein themselves. So they might be slurping up aphids on plants and so on.
If you see one in midair, kind of looking kind of like it's darting at nothing, it's probably trying to eat the gnats floating in the air.
Yes, they will also fly catch. Certain birds do what's called fly catching, where they'll actually go out and snag gnats or flies or crane flies or whatever else is in the air and eat those. So you will occasionally see hummingbirds doing that with little gnats. And of course, they are super gorgeous. They have what's called iridescent plumage, meaning it changes color depending on the angle you look at it. Hence the gorgeous. Okay, is it gorget or gorget?
Whatever. I'll call it gorget.
Gorget. French speakers, back me up here. Anyway, that's kind of the throat area. It's named after an armor piece. A lot of hummingbirds will have colored gorgets. I'm just going to use gorget. Now, Annas are different because they actually have a red head all around. Most striking here. Yeah, this is a male. Yeah, they are very brightly colored. Oh, gosh, what else do we about... Oh, hummingbirds. Need to explain the calypti thing. So, for the longest time, actually, I believe they still are, hummingbirds are in a classification called Apodidae. And for those who know their Greek and Latin word roots, that means without feet. Because for the longest time, naturalists, the early biologists, thought that hummingbirds literally didn't have feet. Because they couldn't get up-close looks, and you never saw their feet in flight, and you could never see their feet when they landed, so they just assumed they didn't have feet somehow. Turns out that's not the case. They do have feet. They've just atrophied to heck and back. They haven't needed their feet for so long. There's no evolutionary pressure to do so. So they just stop. Like, it gradually selected for having smaller and smaller feet because it meant, less energy expended when growing, etc. So they just atrophy. They become tiny little things. They do have feet, though. They do have functional feet. They can grip to branches. In fact, they actually go into a coma every single night, so they do need a grip. Another thing about hummingbirds is they have to go into what's called a torpor at night, meaning they plunge their body temperature down to basically a coma in order to conserve energy during the colder nights. And then in the mornings, they warm themselves back up, get the motor going, and away they go. And the calypti is also part of that. Calypti usually means hidden, so it's referring to the hidden feet. But yes, hummingbirds do have feetsies. They just don't really have legs. Another fun fact, they can't walk as a result. Their legs have atrophied to the point where they cannot walk. Their only method of getting around is flight. So, yeah, if they lose that, it's very bad news. Here's one with some water droplets. Yeah, you're taking a bath there. Yep, you can see the feet splayed out, getting through. Fun, fun, fun birds. And their nests are so tiny. Like, it's just this tiny little thimble of a thing. Yep, and here comes Mom. Come on. Yeah, taking a pic. Yeah, there you go. Cough up that up for your babies. So they are, and it's a little gross, but they do regurgitate some of their food, and that's how they feed their kids. Hummingbirds in particular, yeah, they stick that long throat all the way down there. They're trying to get into what's called their bird's crop, which is an area of a bird.
Birds basically have two stomachs. There's their actual stomach, and then there's kind of before that, there's what's called a crop, which is kind of a place. Some birds use it to kind of pre-digest food. Other birds use it to sort of store food, especially parent birds will store food there to regurgitate their babies later. If you see, actually, we'll get to doves later, but if you see doves eating rocks, they're actually trying to add rocks to their crop to help them digest food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the crop is around the throat-ish area, because the actual stomach is, of course, in the main body. But yeah, so they probably have some stuff stored in their crop, and they're pumping it into their kids' mouths, as any loving mother would, and that's how their kids eat. What's really funny is when the kids get older and they just start cramming themselves in there. Now, best way to get hummingbirds. Hummingbird feeder. So, fun fact
TLDR, don't use the stupid pre-dyed hummingbird food.
Exactly. Hummingbirds do not care about the color of the nectar. They do care about the color of the feeder. So red feeder with yellow flowers is always the go-to. That always works. But you don't need red food coloring in the nectar, and you don't need to buy store nectar. This is an absurdly simple recipe. Okay, it's a 4-to-1 ratio. Like, let's say if you've got a 2-cup feeder, so you get 2 cups of water boiling, get it to boil, then while it's boiling, stir in half a cup of sugar. So 4 parts water, 1 part sugar. So stir that in, let the sugar completely dissolve until you can't see it anymore, stick it in the fridge until it gets cool, pour it in the feeder, boom, there's your nectar. It's just sugar water.
Dirt cheap.
Yeah, it's all they need is sugar water, because they can get the protein from their insects and from everything else they get. They're just looking for the carbohydrates. And that's what you can provide, and then they show up at your feeder, and then fight with each other. Yeah, and this male's displaying. That's some courtship.
Wow, that's actually rare to see on a feeder. Yeah, that male is showing off.
Yeah. He's
They're
saying...
also pretty vicious. They will fight with each other and get angry
Yes.
with each other. Their call is hard for some people to hear. It's very high pitched. You'll usually hear some version of tee 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 tee.
Yeah, one drawback about hummingbirds, they are extremely territorial with each other. So typically, even if you have 6 holes on your feeder, only one of them will ever be used, because if anybody else tries to use one, the first one will chase them off. It's just a reality. Okay, now...
Because they're used to flowers having very little nectar, so they usually chase each other off in the flowers.
They're used to being very territorial about their food, because they have to be, because it's flower fields. Alright, now, we didn't get an official photo of this one, but while we're on hummingbirds, let's knock this other one out really fast. Because it'll be nice and easy. Rufous hummingbird. This, now, Rufus, named for the, rust color. Different kind of hummingbird, but same principle. This one's way all over the U.S. Okay, good for them.
Is this one one of the grinders?
Yep, this is one of our grinders. So they've kind of got a brown on front with green wings, and they should also have a green back, if we can find a photo of that. Yeah, they have some brown on, or some green on the back. There's something called an Allen's, I think, that has even more. Yeah. But, yeah, the Rufus, the really interesting thing about is their wings. They make a grinding sound when they fly. You actually hear it like this mini buzzsaw going zee, zee. Yeah. Yeah. So you can always tell when one's around because you'll hear the grinding noise and go, oh, that's a Rufus. The other one it can be is called an Allen's. Rufus and Allen's are 2 grinders. Allen's hummingbird. Yep. So that one has more green on the back. And yes, it's a different species from the Rufus. No, it's really hard to tell in flight, to be honest. Because they both grind and both do that. Oh, now this one's rarer. I didn't know that. Allen's is usually only found on west coast of California. And west coast, central California, and then sporadic throughout Mexico and eastern U.S. Man, that's neat. Alrighty. Enough of that dumbification. Let's see if we can go a little faster here. Do I have... Yeah, I don't have any photos. Perfect. We might want to... Oh, there's our Annas. Ah! This went right over my head. Oh, you came out to check on me. Oh. Occasionally, birds will do that. Some, especially hummingbirds, yeah, they will come to investigate you. You're on my hat. Meta, come back here. It keeps landing on my hat.
Ah, hang on. I need to get upgrades.
Oh, it's adorable. Yeah, I need to go back and get upgrades, too. Where did we go? Is there a... Oh, there's our Junko again. Hello, you. Yes, go beyond the ground. You're a ground feeder. Go eat. That's something else about birds is some birds eat in trees. A lot of birds will go down to the ground. Some birds will catch stuff in the air. All depends on the feeding habits. Okay, I'm hoping I'm going back to base. Ah! Oh, sorry. There's our flicker. Ah, shoot, I'm out of photos.
Here, base is back this way.
Okay, so base is not the dirt path, it's the cobblestones. Oh, that's confusing. I need to get more cameras. Or more camera slots. Alright.
Finally, there's a 3-star. I've been quietly grinding while you were talking.
Thank you. That'll help us find more stuff.
I need a new hat.
There's our Annas. Yep. Yeah, that's still only 1 star. What the fun times? Bah. Oh, there's a star for the flicker. Okay. Whatever. All right. Camera, what do we got? Film capacity. Yes, please. Zoom level could help. Oh, identify the bird you're looking at and then show what poses you're missing. Oh, that's helpful. Right, before I clean that out, let's see what else we got. Add a page to my scrapbook? I guess? I don't know what that does, though.
I think there's a personal scrapbook where you can save images. I'm not sure if it actually helps right now.
Well, and then more film. Okay, yeah, now we've got 20 shots instead of 10. And we can zoom up to 6 times. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, I can, put my own photos in my scrapbook. Oh, and there's all kinds of points of interest. Okay. Interesting. Well, unfortunately, I'm broke. Hey, look at you. New shirt.
I have a shirt.
Yes. The customary greeting. Alrighty. Let's head back out there. Let's try going up into the cherry blossom area.
I think we have enough stars now. Good news, I have the binocular upgrade that at least highlights the presence or absence of birds, so I can see if we're missing one right in front of us.
Oh, shoot, I didn't know that was an upgrade. That's great. You've probably got more cash than I do because you're actually, you know, photographing birds. I'm just here educating the masses. Man, we really need to do that. There needs to be a redeem on this channel where, like, you know, for 10,000 points or something absurd, we stop whatever we're doing and go, like, pick a random bird and educate everyone, including ourselves.
Yeah, I remember there was another streamer who used to do that. I don't know what happened to him. He kind of stopped streaming a few years back.
He just vanished, and that was a bummer, because I loved that redeem. Oh. Yeah, we got enough. Wow. Okay, you immediately disconnected then reconnected? Oh, it's showing the old images, or old messages, whatever. Bird. Ooh, is that an Oriole? And a red-winged blackbird. Wait, are you a grosbeak? Come back here. I think you're a grosbeak. Oh. There's a little... Is that a house finch? Looks like a house finch. And then there was a... Oh, there's the red-winged blackbird call. Let's see if it does it again. Dang it. The bird just moved. Wait, I should check voice. Oh, voice mode.
There's a shop up here.
Voice mode always off. Oh no, I might have been scaring the birds with my own voice. Oh no. Ah! Oh, there's a shop up here? Fantastic. Red-winged blackbird, there you are. Yeah, I see you. Yes, you. Get photographed. There's the call. That's a red-winged blackbird call. That's really weird they're up here. They're supposed to be in marshes. Or like...
Yeah, they're mostly a marsh bird. You'll occasionally see them in parking lots, although that's more of a brewer's blackbird territory.
Yeah, it's more of a brewer's blackbird or a grackle. Red-winged blackbirds like water, so they tend to like be around creeks, ponds, etc. So it's a little weird to find them up on a cherry blossom cliff top, but I mean, it is a video game. Oh, good. There's a photo develop place up here. Okay, good. So we got a shop down there and a photo develop place up here. Fantastic. I do wish there was an in-game map. That would be appreciated. Oh, hello. What the heck? Is that a Downy or Nuttles woodpecker, or is that a bufflehead? Because it could be both. Or either. Ah, darn it. Come back here. Yes. There we go. And a little hummingbird. Ah, I'm out of photos. Curses. Yeah, I think you guys are like ruby breast, or... Actually, what are you? You're not Anna's.
Looks like a ruby-throated.
Ruby-throated, thank you. Oh, a varied thrush. No kidding. Varied thrush, redwing. And house finch. Yep, we got a classic. That's a varied thrush, though. Dang, that's not a common bird. Okay. Oh, and a downy woodpecker. It is a woodpecker. Okay. Whew. That was a few birds.
Do I have one on my head, or did it just fly straight past me?
I do not see a bird on your head. Not yet. All right. Well, oh, hummingbird. Yeah, I see you up on the tree. You wouldn't normally see a hummingbird on a thick tree branch. Because of those tiny feet, they can't really... They need tiny, like... They need a twig or something that's small enough for them to actually land on and, like, get their feet around. So... But, I mean, they might. Calliope hummingbird. Okay. You know, I've heard that name before, but I don't know if they're around here. Maybe they're rare. Okay. Many, many, many birds to discuss. So, let's dive into it. First off, Calliope hummingbird. Well, while we're on hummingbirds. I'm actually curious, though. Is this around our area? Yeah, so another hummingbird, again with the gorget, or gorget, whatever. They love their throats. Yeah, like, and the males will flare them out as, like, showing off. And it catches the sun, so it's nice and shiny. Oh, yeah, they're all over western U.S. Okay, so they might be around here. I just can't remember ever seeing one before. Yeah, once again, on the feeders. Oh, will this show off the tongue? Yeah, there's that tongue going. Chug, 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 chug. Just land already, you idiot. That's what the perches are for. Ah, whatever. Slippy, slippy, slippy. Alright, we already know, and we know hummingbirds. What else we got? Downy woodpecker. I love downies. Problem is, telling apart downies and nuttles is always hard. There's two kinds of woodpeckers around here. Downy woodpecker and a nuttles woodpecker, and the only difference is that downy is a little bit smaller and has a stripe, a like vertical stripe down the back. A nuttles is a little bit bigger and has spots all over, no stripe. Problem is, if they're flying around, good luck telling them apart. Ah, now they're showing off that foot configuration. So this one's in that classic X formation that you'll see a lot of woodpeckers. But I believe woodpeckers can also swing their toes around, so they can also do a 3-in-1. Like I think some parrots can do that too. I believe it's zygodactyl. I'll have to look that up later. Anyway, so males have a little red spot. Females don't, because males tend to be the more colorful species in birds. And yeah, downies all over northern U.S. You'll find them all over the place. Another woodpecker, you know, pecking into wood, grabbing insects, seeds, whatever. So yeah, you'll see them around. I wonder if they have a call here. Yeah, let me try playing a call. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the woodpecking, but no. Come on, where's the call? Maybe this? No. That might be a call. There's not like the call. Come on, give me the actual... Bah, whatever.
Okay, in game, I'm a little annoyed. They're not capturing this bird's call right.
Is that supposed to be the house finch?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a male house finch. That's not really capturing the song. The song is really pretty.
Yeah, it's not doing it full justice.
Yeah, that sounds a little too tinny.
Fortunately, we have eBird. All right, house finch. This is absurdly common. Yeah, they are all over everywhere. Wait, what? Why are there two different colors on that map? Whatever. Yeah, absurdly common around the U.S. You've probably seen these around here. There are classic little passerine.
One of the quintessential backyard bird feeder birds.
A passerine, which is a famous or fancy way of saying the super common, like regular little birds, finches, sparrows, etc. Yeah, again, nice thick bill, kind of short. They're another jack of all trades. They love to grab seeds. They love to grab berries. They might grab insects if they could. A lot of ground foraging. And yeah, the males tend to have this bright red plumage, and the females are not, because they are not dressed for the occasion. Usually the males want to attract attention from the females and show off that they're the best by having the best plumage, which means they have the best diet and are therefore the best candidates for their children. Whereas the females want to stay quiet and hidden on their nests, so they tend to stay very drab so they can help camouflage. And yeah. Oh, that's interesting. There is a yellow version. I didn't know that. Huh. Because we're only ever here on the West Coast. We only have the red version. Okay, now let's hope they actually have the call, because this is a beautiful one. That's more kind of an alert call. Where's the full... Is it back here?
Where's their song?
Yeah.
I believe the formal term is song, which is their actual courtship call / territory marking call.
They were starting to do it here. What's this all back here? That's just a lot of these recordings have catalog numbers, so, you know, they can be officially recorded and whatever. All right, let's try number 2. That's more like it. Yeah, that's the male song. It's this gorgeous thing. And yes, they're serenading all the time, you know, trying to keep their rivals away and woo the ladies, all that good stuff. Oh, it's one on a bird bath. Yes, this is a female. Again, you notice drab. Yeah, we're being cautious, coming down to the bird bath. Oh, we're getting some water. Yeah, so fun fact about birds. They obviously don't have lips. They have beaks or bills. So they can't form a seal around water or any other fluids. So in order to drink, they actually dip their bill into the water, scoop up the water in the bill, and then tilt their head back quickly to send the water down their throat. Yep. And off we go. Ah, wonderful. Yeah, so super common bird. You'll find house finches everywhere. Yeah, and as far even in game, it says as far as the ladies are concerned, redder is better, because that shows physical fitness, which implies that they will be better candidates for stronger offspring, because what the ladies want are strong children. All right, 2 more to go through here. First, another common one, red-winged blackbird. Red-winged blackbird. There we are. Ooh, that's a fun one. Agelaeus phoenicus. Huh. Fancy. Alrighty, so another severe sexual dichromism. The males are very dark black, with an iridescence, with those gorgeous red shoulder pads and a little bit of extra color in there. Females are very boring. Just a regular brown with the spots and stripes, trying to do camouflage, whereas the males are trying to show off. When they show off, they actually flare their wings to show off their red spots, because as a study confirmed, it turns out the bigger the spot is, the more likely that a female will mate with them. So for blackbirds, the thing the females really get the hots for is a bigger shoulder pad spot. It was actually a fun study. They actually took some red-winged blackbird males, took some as a control where they did nothing, painted some of them over black, so they deliberately had a smaller spot, and then painted others with a bigger, redder spot, and then see who got a paired up at the end. And the ones with the bigger spots had more were more likely to get a nest. So it was a little cruel, but hey, that works. Oh, here's one taking a ride on a Canadian goose. That's funny. Oh, beak. I forgot. Always start with the beak. So very sharp, very pointed. So these are actually going to be more of an insectivore. They're going to be going after insects and flying things. Will not say no to seeds or anything else. But yeah, you'll often see them around in the water. They love creeks and cattails and hanging out in the reeds. Actually, they are an insectivore, right? I'm not crazy?
Well, family Icteridae is pretty jack of all trades. A lot of the blackbirds are in here. They'll eat insects, they'll eat seeds. They're kind of omnivorous.
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe this is the... Here we are. Yeah, that's the male's territory call, with the flared wings. Ignore the geese in the background. Ah. Gorgeous, gorgeous birds. Yeah, and pretty common. Again, anytime you go around, like, creeks or rivers or water, anywhere there's, like, cattails or reeds, you'll tend to find them. Oh, there's the call-in game. Perfect. Okay, now this is a kind of a special one. This is a varied thrush. This is not a common bird. So, I already talked about thrushes briefly, because our good friend the American robin is a thrush. That's the suburban version who has chilled out and decided to hang out on our front lawns. The varied thrush is going to be one of the ones that tends to hang out in the shadows. They're going to be a little shyer. But it's gorgeous plumage. I mean,
not just a little shyer. Thrushes are infamously shy.
Mm-hmm. But again, the males have this gorgeous red and black going. It's kind of a Halloween thing going on all over, hence kind of the word varied thrush. Females actually also have some coloration themselves. They just tend to be drabber, because again, they're trying to be a little more blended in. But they actually do have similar coloration. You also notice big eye stripe. One way to identify birds is checking if they have an eye stripe or not. And yeah, the varied thrush's case, yes, they have that clear orange eye stripe. Or in the juvenile's case, it starts white and then will turn orange as they get the rest of their adult plumage in. Yes, gorgeous, gorgeous bird. Once again, thrush, so longer, kind of thinner bill, but still kind of a jack of all trades. You'll notice most birds are jack of all trades. There's actually, specializing in the bird world tends to lead to extinction, because that means you have less food options. So most of them tend to work with whatever goes. Now, thrushes, yeah, will specialize in berries. And they'll also be a ground forager, and will also go after seeds. Oh, you have the little bristles. Oh, shoot, I'm forgetting the word. Starts with an N. I was about to say nictitating, but that's the wrong word. That's for eyes. Robins have the same thing, where they have these little bristles on the side of their face, and that's how you can identify a thrush versus other kinds of birds. Shoot, I gotta look this up now. Hang on a second. Let me take that away for a second. Let me go to... Oh, this is going to bother me. Been nascent bristles. Dang it, there's a word for it. Ah, it's gonna bug me. Alright, back to the screen. Anyway, point is, varied thrush. Yes, so you'll see them act a lot like a robin and move around a lot like a robin, but they're gonna be a lot more camera shy. So, yeah, thrushes. Remember, if you go where the thrush knocks, that's where you put in the key to go kill the dragon because you're meanie. In the original Hobbit book, it was
To be fair, Smaug basically pulled the equivalent of a corporate takeover, so he kind of deserved it.
Yeah, well, the dwarves started it by getting all that gold in the first place. I mean, what's a dragon supposed to do except grab it? Like, idiots. I was about to make another joke, but no, never mind. Moving on. Alrighty, let's continue the hunt.
Goddamn right, we're moving on. Now, where was that other secret I found?
Secret, secret. Meta's a secret. Okay, you look for that. Let me turn in this one photo. Is that anything? Nope. Well, where'd you? Oh, there you are.
Oh, there it is. Okay, over
Oh, hey,
here.
there's something like there's a shop halfway down there. What the heck?
Yeah, and right here.
Okay, come over.
platforming trick.
Oh, I see. That's not the way we came up. There's like another. Or is this? Anyway. Oh no. Meta, no!
Okay, I didn't quite stick that landing, but you're aiming for that little nub of rock.
No way.
I did it the first time.
Okay. Wait, is it like the nub or is it like the cave entrance above the nub?
I mean, ideally the cave entrance, but worst case, you hit the nub, you should be able to get the cave entrance.
God dang it. Yeah, you're right. You have to aim for the nub because that's probably your only chance. Well, let's give it one more try, and if that doesn't work, let's move on to another area. Then again, it's only been an hour. I don't know. Be a little leisurely.
To be fair, I've kind of been on the warpath while you were talking.
Oh, geez, we're up to 59 stars already.
I'm glad we did shared progression.
Yeah, no kidding. This is awesome. I can educate, and you can actually make progress. Like a good peon. Got it. What the...
Okay, great. Take a photo of that.
No
It's $1,000.
way. Of course. They had to put one in. Ugh. Hey, Meta. Hey, Meta.
We can find the birds among us.
Alright. You know what? I'll give them that. I'm not even mad. You know, honestly, I am glad Among Us took off, because the Henry Stickmin person really deserves the credit, because, dang.
It's so funny playing the Henry Stickmin collection now, because at the time, the Among Us references were just cute little references to a tiny little indie game that no one played.
Mm-hmm. And, like, now it's just a cultural icon. Well, but honestly, the Henry Stickmin series itself is worth playing. In fact, actually, add that to the list. Let's stream that at some point. What about over here? Oh, we need 262 stars. Forget that. I do have a bunch of money. Let me go up and buy some stuff real fast. And then we'll have to figure out where to go from here. Is there really no in-game map? Pause guidebook. Maybe the guidebook has something. Oh, well, there's sort of a map here. Of course, it doesn't really show where the home base...
I guess just go by color coding.
Yeah, but then where's home base from here? Okay, I'm hearing an American quail. Or California quail, maybe. Chicago! Chicago! There's also a shop down there across the way, but good luck getting in there.
I got in there. There's not really... It's a regular shop. I don't know what to tell you.
Ow. Well, that's boring. Oh, there's our finch. There's red-winged blackbird.
Also spotted a Townsend warbler that stopped by for a moment.
Oh, no kidding. Ah, dang. Those are fun. That's one fun fact about birding. Most of birding is done by listening. you, like, yeah, obviously looking at the bird. Oh, wait, I think I got it. Oh, wait, are you a kinglet? You are hyperactive as heck. Yeah, and you've got the little tiny red crest. You might be an angry ruby crown kinglet. All right, let me check that in a second. I need to finish my thought. Birding. Yeah, a lot of birding is done with sound instead of looking at them. Because usually you'll listen for the bird first, hear where they're coming from, and then focus on that area. Yeah, I guess we'll get highlight birds on the binoculars. And let's see. Yeah, so I can't afford anything else with the camera. It's okay. We could also try getting some seeds to attract certain birds, but that's a later thing. But right, birding, listening. Finish your thoughts, Domadet. Most of birding is done by listening first and then zooming in afterwards. In fact, there's an entire group of birders that are blind. Like, blind birders. Because how on earth did I get an American woodcock? Yeah, it is a ruby crown kinglet. Yes! How is that only 1 star? What the heck? That was...
You need some serious zoom, I guess. I have no idea.
No kidding. Anyways, gosh, not finishing my sentence again. Birding. There are blind birders, where they obviously cannot see the birds, but they can hear them, and so they still count it off instead by seeing the birds, by hearing the birds. And it's highly successful. In fact, a lot of them are better at birding than sighted birders. More red wing, heck yep. So, yeah, definitely don't be discouraged if you are, have vision issues, because, yeah, there's tons of birders that just do that anyway, because you just listen for it. You learn what the calls are, you hear them, and you go from there. Oh, wait, development is up here. Uh-oh. I'm about to fall off. I'm good. Just repeats? Whatever. All right, we did, however, get a new bird. And y'all know what that means. Ruby, crowned kinglet. Yeah, hyperactive little guys. Yeah, these are spasmatazes.
Yeah, they basically never stop moving.
Yeah, it's like
they're
if you
insectivores. They're extremely small and extremely fast.
If you thought a hummingbird is hyperactive or a bush tit, wait till you see these things. Yeah. Again, small little bird. They're very tiny, again, like ping pong ball with feathers. But the key thing is that they have a white eye ring. There's like white bits of feathers around the eye that gives them this eye ring look. And combined with their super hyperactive thing, that's the easy way to spot them. Small.
Now, the real pain in the ass is there's also several birds that are very species of vireos that can look very similar to a kinglet.
I think, but I don't honestly know if we have vireos around here. Or at least I've never heard of one. I could be mistaken. But yeah, so, small, thin bill. These are insectivores. They want insects, so they'll be going all over trees and branches and maybe sometimes even the ground, looking for little insects of all types to chow down on. And they're most noted because normally they look like this, or the male will have a teeny tiny red spot on top of his head. However, if he's agitated or showing off, the crest flares and suddenly this ruby crown shows up almost out of nowhere as he suddenly gets this giant headdress. That's when he's either angry or showing off or doing something else.
They're infamous for failing the mirror test. You'll often see them attacking windows.
Yes. Oh, man. For a while there, I had one at a previous place that was attacking the window constantly. Because it would see its own reflection, it would think that its reflection is actually another male, and it would get mad, and then it would see the other male get mad, and then they would fight each other, which is itself bashing or like bapping against the window. They're not always bright. Oh, please give us a video of it, because yeah, they are. We need to show off that hyperactiveness. Yeah, see that wing flick, that constant movement, wing flick turning? That's a kinglet, where they do not sit still. These are the kids in school that you could not tie down with 100 bungee cords. Like, they are just always moving.
Yeah, the constant wing flick. The more formal term is nervous behavior.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're always nervous. Ah, this little female is foraging. Yep, picking off stuff off of a leaf. But again, always moving, always with those nervous wing flicks. Yeah, it's just nonstop. They're so fun. Unfortunately, they're not very common, so count yourself lucky if you see one, because...
Yeah, they're given how flighty and how small they are, and they're honestly a little shy. It's rare to see one in the open.
Mm-hmm. Wonder if we have the call. That doesn't sound like it. What is this? Yeah, there it is. Is that zeep, 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 zeep? Yeah, and also do that when they're angry. Like, if they're angry, they'll actually get this buzzing sound, like bzz, 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 bzz. Yeah. Angie. Alrighty. Alright, that's probably enough here. Let's venture to new pastures.
Yeah, we have 79 stars now, so...
Hooray. Thank you, Meta. Sorry, am I hogging all this explaining? Do you want to chime in more?
No, you're doing good. I'll provide commentary as needed.
Okay. Just don't want to feel like I'm hogging all the fun here. Let's go for more zoom, because apparently we really need that. Alright. Let's see if we can't venture out. Oh, good. There's no fall damage. We learned a thing today. Oh, this requires 87. We only have 81. Dang it. I probably need to start collecting some stars here at this point.
Or we just find another biome.
Well, let's hope so. There was another way to go from base camp, which is somewhere over here. Oh. Alright. With better zoom, let's see if I can get better stars. It also probably would help to buy some seeds to try to get them to sit still for a minute. That's another problem with birding, is getting in each other's way. Because while you've got your binoculars out and are walking around, sometimes it's like, oh, oops, you know, you just get right in front of someone, like, my bad. It happens a lot. You can tell when birders are around because people will be looking up and bonking into each other. No, seriously, it's like a rite of passage with birding of, like, on every birding trip, at least one person will bump into another person. It's just how it works. And I think I just did an entire 360. What the heck? Okay, please tell me there's at least higher stars. One. One star. Those are still only all one star? What the heck? Do we have to put seeds down to get them to hold still or something? Oh! Oh, I can just walk in the water. Okay, well that's going to make certain things more helpful. Oh, there's a Canadian goose. Which are an ironic name because most of them aren't in Canada. In fact, the ones you see in the US are probably there year-round.
The term Canadian just means northern.
Wait! I saw the quail! I saw the quail! I saw the quail! Ah, come back. No, you're in the other area. I can't get to you. And is that a crow? Stellar Jay! Hi, you! Yes, pose for the camera. Pose for the camera.
Where even are you?
I'm in the water. In the reeds. I don't have a better explanation than that. Ah, nuts. Alright, I need to get these developed. Oh, hi, you. Yeah, I'm on the other side of the bridge from the waterfall. Yeah, Chicago. Yep, there's that quail. I want to get that quail. Yep, Canada goose. California quail. It is a California. Oh. Oh, American crow. And there's our Stella's jay. Oh, and a grackle. Okay, well, that's several more birds to knock off here. Yep, in here. All right, so let's get this one out of the way first. Very, very common bird everywhere. Canada goose. Bronta canadensis. So, if you've ever been anywhere near the water, you've probably seen these things. Yes, it's called the Canada goose. Again, they are actually all over the place. They're actually very aggressive geese. Yeah, they will hiss and fight with other geese, which might be one reason why they're succeeding.
Usually aggressive, but yes, they can get territorial.
Yeah, like even if you're feeding them. I've had a goose hiss at me while I was trying to feed it. It's like, you idiot. Anyway, so yeah. Now, this is our first waterfowl, so very different from other birds. So far, just about all the other birds we've been looking at are passerines, which are your classic little finches, sparrows, etc. Also a couple of the woodpeckers, which I don't believe are passerines. I think they're in their own thing. This, however, is something completely different. These are adapted for water situations. Notice by big webbed feet for propulsion. They have extra oils on their feathers to help with waterproofing. And they have a big, wide, thick, a bill, not a beak, a bill for foraging. Because they're dabblers. What they'll usually do is head out into the water. They'll be grabbing any weeds or greens. They'll also stick their entire head underwater to grab stuff from the bottom of the water if they can reach it. So you'll often see them with their butts in the air. And yes, they have adorable little goslings, which are just the cutest little things. And yeah, obviously all over the US. Oh, and they're also in Europe. I didn't know that. They must have gotten... Oh, and on New Zealand. They must have gotten introduced and then just spread. Whoops. So yeah, classic goose. Got them everywhere. Where were the other things? American robin, pileated. Why is pileated the one we've gotten the best from? Oh, the other stuff I was getting is from the bluff. Okay. Didn't expect that. Okay, next up. American crow. Classic. Love these things so much. Fun fact, they are absurdly smart. Do not piss them off. Corvus.
They actually will remember faces, and there have been some really interesting studies implying that they can actually teach those faces to their kids, which is really strange. They may actually be able to pass on genuine generational knowledge.
Yeah,
which is absurd.
Which is insane. Like, so far, like, only humans have been shown to do that kind of thing.
There's some primates that can't do that.
Yeah, so super smart bird. Oh, but if you befriend them, it's amazing. They'll actually bring you little gifts. It's almost like a little gift exchange. Like, if you leave a feeder out for them and, like, constantly feed them stuff, sometimes you'll find, like, random, like, dead fish or little plastic things or something on your porch. The crows will be dropping it off for you. It's amazing. Yeah, super smart, super intelligent birds. You'll love them. Yeah, all over the U.S. There's a bunch of other types of crows. The American crow is going to be the most common one you're going to have here in the U.S. and Canada. Oh, man, here's one with a crab. Yeah, so they are... corvids. So it's just a general term for crows and their relatives. So they are super versatile. They will eat anything. Yes, they will even come down and swoop away your sandwiches, as they point out in this game. So super versatile. They'll go dumpster diving. They'll go fishing. They'll go to the shore and grab crabs. Like, they'll pick up seeds. They'll anything. Which is one reason why they're so successful, because they can just, wherever they go, they can find food.
Well, specifically why they're successful around humans. You'll notice birds that do well on humans tend to be more adaptable, more versatile.
Yeah, so, yeah, super common, but so adorable, and yeah, don't be mean to them. Yep, that's your classic crow call. Oh, and here's a whole murder of them. Oh, in a snowstorm in a dead sunflower field. Oh, they're going after the sunflower seeds. Very smart. Because the dead sunflowers will have the seeds, which is good protein. So, yeah, let's be picking that up. Oh, the poor things have snow on their bills. It's always weird to see, because, you know, where we are, we don't get snow, ever. So, because we'd have to go, like, up into the mountains and stuff in order to see that, or farther north. So.
What if they have their big sibling in this game, the raven?
Ooh, that'd be good. Oh, and here's a leucistic version. So, fancy word. So, in actually animals of all types in general, obviously we have pigmentations. That's how we get our colors. Sometimes things go wrong with that. You'll sometimes get an extra dark version, which is called melanistic, where they have extra melanin, so they appear darker than normal. You'll also have what's called a leucistic version, which meaning like light colored or white, which means they have lost some of their pigmentation, but not all of it. See, here's the thing. You'd look at this bird and you think, oh, this is an albino bird because it has no pigmentation. Wrong. Look at the eye. The eye is still dark. The eye still has pigmentation. If they had lost completely all pigmentation, that eye would be red because it would be the color of the blood vessels behind the eye. They have pigmentation in their eye, therefore, and some darkness on them. Therefore, they're not truly albino. This is what's called leucistic. Still rare, but yeah, just a fun little fact for you. Oh, yeah, and here's one of the favorite things to do. Chasing away hawks. So this is a, oh, shoot, that's a red shoulder hawk.
There's another one that's famously territorial. They despise hawks.
Yeah, It's not. They're worried about hawks taking away, their nestlings and so on. They're also worried about hawks taking their prey because sometimes, crows will also eat the things that hawks will eat because, super versatile. So yeah, they generally do not like hawks. They'll usually band together to help chase hawks out of their area so that they're free to roam around the place and not have to worry about competitors for their food sources. Ah, adorable, adorable birds. So intelligent, so wonderful. They will probably take over the world after we're gone. All right, what else? Let's save the best for last. Next up, Steller's Jay. Now, this is one we don't have in our area in, central coastal California.
In California, they're found up in the mountains.
Yes, you'll have to go up camping into like a Tahoe or down to maybe Yosemite. Steller's Jay. What do you mean no matches? Did I misspell it? Is it Steller's Jay? Oh, E-R. S-T-L-L-E-R-J. Here we are. So, this is another corvid, believe it or not. So, jays, like scrub jays and Steller's jay, also belong to the same group as crows. So, they're also extra smart. Probably not as smart as crows, but still better than your average bird brain. Once again, kind of a generalist bill. They will most likely go for seeds. They'll go after pine cones. They'll go after berries and so on. But definitely won't turn up a figurative nose at your trash. You'll also end up going dumpster diving. Yeah, typically only found in the western U.S., Canada. Oh, but they also go down to Mexico. That's interesting. I always pictured them as cold weather birds, but okay, I guess they can also stand the heat. Interesting. Very, very colorful. Yeah, that black crested head with the blue body. Very distinctive. What if they have a call? Doesn't sound like it. Anyway. Oh, here's another fledgling. So we were talking about fledglings earlier. Yeah. Yeah, this one probably just got... oh, you might be a little early, actually. You don't have your flight feathers in yet. Or maybe you do and it's just dark. Anyways, yeah, notice the pink fleshiness, those weird lip-looking things. Fledgling. And also the state of confusion of just sitting on the ground.
Yeah, they tend to just sit on the ground like a dumbass. Don't worry about it.
Because all their life, all they've known is sitting in the nest and waiting for their parents to come and feed them. So all they know is sitting around. Eventually, they'll figure out how to actually move around and forage for themselves. It's a learning process. So in the meantime, they're kind of stupid. Is this really just 5 minutes of... Yeah, you're just... Okay. Then again, I don't know if that's a true fledgling yet. Typically, fledglings will at least have some adult feathers in. Most importantly, the flight feathers. Because the sign of a fledgling is that they can fly. If a fledgling can't fly, it's not a fledgling. That needs to go back in the cooker for a little longer. Back in the nest. Alrighty, last, but certainly not least, a very special one for myself at least. Quails. And specifically, the California quail. I used to have this at an old house back with my parents, and it's, man, these are really special. So quail are generally very, very nervous, shy birds. You'll find them in blackberry bushes. You'll find them in brambles. They like to hide.
They're basically a real-life Pokemon shiny. They're paranoid, extremely fast, and love nesting in places that humans have a hard time getting to. So it's very rare to see them in the open.
Yeah, you'll most frequently see them inside the middle of a tangle of blackberry bushes because then predators have a hard time getting to their nests. They are small enough to get through the thorns and everything, but, something like a coyote or anything else will not be able to get to them. So they love hanging in there. They're also little spasmatazes. They tend to be very nervous. And flying is really funny. They've lost some ability to fly compared to their brethren because they're specialized. Their niche is more for ground movement. So they're very good at running, but their flight is very ungainly. It's just this rapid flutter of wings as they're trying to get airborne. Oh, now that's interesting. They're also found in South America and New Zealand? You're kidding. Huh. I would have got introduced. Maybe that's what the orange is. Maybe the purple is native.
I think the orange means they were introduced there.
Yeah, because Hawaii, New Zealand, Chile, and Argentina. Sorry. Because, yeah, they're only native. Oh, but they also go down to Baja California and up to Oregon. That's neat. But, yeah, what's really fun about them is the call. Oh, yeah, real fast about the males. Again, dichromatism. Males have that gorgeous black throat with the white ring. They have that little brown cap. And that little feather tuft. They always have that tuft feather. Females also have a tuft feather, tends to be smaller, and they, of course, tend to be drabber, whereas the males are gussied up. Now let's hope they have the call, because that's always fun. There it is. Yeah. California quail are screaming about a city super far away because they're screaming about Chicago. Go figure. So yeah, that's the male's call. You'll often hear that from brambles. That's your sign a quail is around. Good luck actually finding the darn things. Oh, but here's a flock of them. In the snow. Poor things. Where are we? Oh, we're over in Utah. Okay. I do appreciate that about eBird. It'll always tell you where it was taken. Oh, side topic. That's one of the most important things when you're posting bird photos or like asking what a bird is. Always mention where you are. You don't need an exact address, but at the very least, a state or country is vital.
Yeah, in America, state and country. In other parts of the world, at least country and rough area would be nice. Otherwise, yeah, if you just post a random photo and say, hey, what bird is this? It becomes much tougher to narrow down.
Yeah, it's like, what continent are we on? Because that changes the answer drastically. Oh, they're foraging in the snow, poor things. Oh, they're doing the classic foraging movement, though. All birds do this. I've actually noticed this, especially with chickens. Any of you who are lucky enough to have pet chickens will know about this. Birds, ground feeders in particular, have a particular foraging habit. You'll see this with chickens, turkeys, and with quail, where they'll stick one leg out, scratch once, stick the other leg out, scratch twice, and stick the first leg out to scratch once again. On that fourth scratch, they'll back up to look at what they've just uncovered. You'll see all of them doing this, and like almost every ground feeder
it's
bird
interesting.
does
Pretty
this.
much all of them have the exact same behavior for it. Some other birds, like towhees, have a variation where they'll actually jump forward and then kick back and then look.
Yeah, well, they'll rake the ground with their talons as they're moving backwards to scare up stuff. The goal is to try to dig up whatever's just underneath. So seeds, grubs, whatever's just beneath the soil. And you need to do that efficiently, because you can't just take a shovel and dig, because that would waste all your energy and you'd starve. So instead, they've got this efficient little kick, 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 kick movement, where they can just start digging up whatever's under there. Now, unfortunately, these ones are in the middle of a snowpack, so that's going to be a little more challenging, but good luck to them. Ah, yeah, very special birds for me, because again, they're very rare, very hard to see, and they're called California. Aw. Matter, we're up to 104 stars. And you have a hat.
I've been busy.
I just come back. Meta, no.
I have the best. I have the best. I have the best.
You're not
equipment in the game.
dumb, though. No, self-depreciation. Wow. Alright, well, thank you for doing all that. Okay, we still can't go that way, but I think there's somewhere else we can go. Can we head out into this... Oh, you can see the woodpecker pecking! Yes! That's what they'll do. Yep. Yeah, when you say woodpecker, it is rather literal. They do peck wood. Like, that's... Oh, dang, it's really letting you get up close.
It's just a common misconception is that they eat the wood. They don't. They're just trying to uncover beetle larvae, usually, that are burrowing into the tree.
Yes.
Or anything else that's nesting in the tree. Certain types of bees, for example, nest in trees, and they'll go after the bee larvae if they can.
Yeah, believe me, as a forest dragon, I'm fully aware. You will always get, like, not just termites, but, like, little beetle grubs that will go through. Like, other little bugs that are just below, even some, like, certain... Like, they're called
And there's
worms.
carpenter bees that burrow in just... They're not trying to eat the wood. They just need a nesting spot to nest.
And a
get their larvae.
woodpecker could try to get in to grab those tasty, tasty grubs, because that's free protein. So yeah, that's what a woodpecker's doing. In fact, they actually have really good hearing. They'll often listen for the tiny little scratchy of a grub underneath the bark, and then peck right at that area. So they're not like tearing the entire tree apart. They're focused. All right, unlock the marsh. Yay! Let's see what we get. All right, we have a tundra swan right in front. What are you?
Trumpeter swan. I have the upgrade now where the camera will tell me what species of bird I'm looking at.
Oh, no kidding. Okay, trumpeter swan is one I'm not familiar with because we don't have that around here as far as I know. Oh, there's a little, like, a, is that a pie-billed grebe? Going up into the air. No, come back. Ah.
It is. Got it in one. Wow.
Well, you can tell from that little notch on the bill. Quote, notch, unquote. That little coloration. Oh, there's a, is that a bufflehead? What are you? Yeah, now we're getting all of the lake and river birds. We're getting all the waterfowl. Oh, good.
Marsh bird.
There's a shop and developer over here. I'm gonna dive in real fast. Oh, we have more cave drawings. Okay, then. Ooh, trumpeter swan. Good. Oh, yeah, it really wants you to zoom in. Okay. Oh, 2 trumpeter swans at the same time. That's an achievement. Okay, yeah, they really want you to zoom in hard. Yep, there's the pie-billed grebe. Oh, it's a hooded merganser! Ow! Well, well, well. Okay. Alright, first off, I need some upgrades. More zoom, please. Since clearly we need to go whole hog here. Second, education time. Alright, it's already got Canada Goose early. Already saw them. Let's actually start with one I'm not as familiar with. Trumpeter Swan. Do we actually have those on the West Coast? I don't know. Let's find out. Trumpeter...
Yeah, I'm not great with swans.
Wasn't there a children's book about that? The Trumpeter Swan or something? With like... where...
Princess and the Swan, I believe it was called. It was also turned into an animated film. You know what? You look that up. You look up the actual bird. I'm going to look up the film.
No. I mean, there was a children's book. Maybe it was just me. I thought you were in school at the same time to have it. Where it's like...
What was the title?
Like the Trumpeter Swan or the Mute Swan or something where it's like the swan can't actually make noise, so it like learns how to play trumpet, which is impossible because it doesn't have lips, but it's a kid's book. Who cares?
The Trumpet of the Swan.
The Trumpet of the Swan. Thank you.
Oh, it's E.B. White. Charlotte's Web.
Thank you.
And Stuart Little.
I was about to ask, like, you know my memory. I can't remember anything. Okay, so it does say we have them as far down as... Well, maybe not exactly here. Maybe we do have to go farther north to find them. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not actually familiar with this one. Cool, we get to learn a new bird. So, swans. Very similar to geese and ducks. Another waterfowl. Most recognizable by the absurdly long necks. Little adaptation of theirs so that they can better reach for food and everything else. You'll often see them with their butts in the air as they dabble. And, yeah, what does their call sound like? Oh, wow. Okay, that's why they're called trumpeter swan. Wow. Yeah, I would say that's a muted trumpet. Okay. Huh. Gorgeous. Oh, is it going to show him dabbling? Please show him dabbling. Come on, get that butt in the air. I want to see it. Show off that technique. No? Okay. Oh yeah, fun fact about waterfowl. You'll often see little spots of water on their back. Because they're so water resistant, water will bead on them. Because of all the oils they have.
Oh yeah, how they do the oils is crazy. They actually have a little gland near their butt that actually produces oil. If you see, and actually you'll see all birds do this, but waterfowl especially, if you see them constantly kind of reaching towards their butt and then preening, then reaching towards their butt and preening, what they're doing is they're grabbing oil from that gland and then spreading that oil all over their feathers.
Yes. So for example, on here, so it's probably about back where my cursor is right now, there's a little triangular nub that secretes an oil. So what they do is they get their beak on there, rub the oil into their, or get the oil on their beak, and then rub the oil over their feathers, and that's how they keep their waterproofing. So in fact, fun fact about waterfowl, technically you probably shouldn't be touching them because your own hand oils might be interfering with their waterproof oils. I don't think it's a problem, but it could be. I know in penguins it's a huge problem because penguins, they don't just need waterproofing, they also need like cold proofing, and your hand oils will definitely disrupt that, and it's actually could be bad for them. So definitely don't handle penguins with bare hands. Of course, if you have bare hands anywhere penguins are, I'm going to have to ask what the heck you're doing. Because you're probably somewhere where it's like below freezing. Ah, yeah, there's a zoom. What are you? There's the pied-billed grebe. Oh, that reminds me. I didn't finish with that. Ahem. Pied-billed grebe. Pied-billed grebe. Oh man, there's a fun scientific name. Podilimbus podiceps? I think that's what it is. So, another waterfowl, most notable, yeah, for that weird black stripe that looks like they have on their bill, or beak, rather. They do not have a bill like a duck or a goose or a swan. They have a beak, and this is one of the key things. This is not your typical duck or swan or goose. This is a hunting bird. These are fishers. So they are specialized. Their ecological niche is that they do not go after like the weeds and so on. They will in fact dive completely underwater and chase fish, and they will in fact be hunting fish underwater. So you usually won't see them above water because they'll come up, they'll look around, and then they'll dive back underwater. Yeah, like here's one either just coming up or maybe they're taking a bath. I'm not sure. Please tell me we have a video of that. Oh, they're all over North America and even parts of South America. Wow, they're everywhere. Okay. I do like this, though. Yeah, we just have North American species, so I can actually recognize some of these darn things. Oh, there's some with some fledglings. Oh, look at that scruffiness. That scruffy teenager look. So please, please, have a video of you actually diving. Oh, there's that preening we were talking about. Yeah, it looks like Mom here is getting the rest of her feathers in order. Which is adorable with all the little... Would you call them cygnets? Because that's for swans. Oh no, babies. We'll call them babies. Okay, please actually show the dive, though. Whoa. Now. Yeah, you're preening. Okay. Yeah, there's a juvenile, because they don't have the black on their beak yet. Oh, come on, you gotta show the dive, please. Dang it, they're not showing them diving. Stop at the preening and show what they're actually known for, darn it. Okay, let me try a couple more of these. If this doesn't work, I don't know what's going to work. Oh, I can hear the red wing in the background.
I think I just had a buffle head on my head.
No way. Wait. Where are you?
Well, now it's off my head.
Ah, dang it. Poised and ready. Oh, there's a little decoy over there. Oh, ow, you moved. Dang it. We're probably supposed to be putting seed out to get him to hold still, but I feel like that's against the spirit of birding. Oh, hi you.
Well, it's against the spirit of real-life birding. In this game, I suspect it's a game mechanic.
Sadly. Ah, fell in the water. Okay, well, unfortunately, it's not showing the pied-billed grebe diving. Darn. Oh, well. Okay, and there was another one we had in there. Hooded merganser. Yeah, this is a gorgeous bird. So, mergansers. They are another diving bird, like our grebe friends over there. Yeah, you'll notice long, thin beak, not a bill. These are hunters. They will dive underwater. They're chasing after fish. They are little piscatarians. Piscatarian? However it's pronounced. Most notable for having gigantic head. Yeah, black with that big white patch. Okay, so the hooded merganser has that white patch. There's another one that has just like a crest. I think it's just called a crested merganser. A little hard to keep track of. Now, females have that same crazy hairdo, but no coloration. Because, again, they're trying to blend in a little more. Oh, and then... Oh, that's also breeding plumage. These are non-breeding males. So for some birds, the males will actually change their entire plumage, depending on whether it's breeding season or not. Kind of like you're only taking out your finest tucks, you know, when you're actually going to the big party, so to speak. So in this case, yeah, they'll actually the males will have a normal, like, brown look, similar to the females, until they're ready for breeding season. Then they need to start showing off that they can produce the vividest colors. best colors, and that's when they bust out all this. Interesting. Okay. Once again, all over North America and Canada. Well, I'm trying to conflate North America with U.S. Never mind. They're all over North America. There. Sentence. Oh, yeah. I'm very glad the rest of that's underwater. This might be some too hot for Twitch action, shall we say. Whoopsies. Fun fact about birds actually, making eggs and so on. Gonna keep it vague. They can sometimes get a little rough. It happens.
It's also very fast. People are often surprised with how fast it happens.
Blink and you miss it.
Hola, Gato. Good to see you.
Oh, Gato.
You're redeemed.
Hello. We're learning about birds. Come join us. Unfortunately, these are all North American birds, so I don't know if you're going to get them down in Argentina and Chile.
Yeah, alas, a lot of these aren't found in South America.
I can't pronounce. Chile y Argentina. There. Blah. Wait, what was the one we were just looking at, though? There was one I was so surprised. It's like, oh, it does go all the way down there. Yeah, so to explain what's going on here, Gato, so we were going to do abiotic factor, but unfortunately Iggy couldn't make it, and Iggy had the save file, so none of us can actually play the game. We could play our own save file of abiotic factor, but that seems silly, so instead Meta and I are going to educate everyone on birds with this little cheap game on Steam called Flock Around, where we get to photograph birds, and I've also got this website called eBird open, which is the resource for all things bird, and we're gonna learn about them, or else. No, that one's still in North America. Oh, got to saying I know. When I saw that, I came here. Perfect. Okay. Oh, the night before Deltarune. Yeah. Tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, tomorrow things are gonna get crazy because it's gonna be like Christmas came early. Oh, there's our Canada goose. Here, let me... Oh, hello. Are you the Canada goose again? Or are you something else? Questions that can be answered for right now. There's a pie-billed grebe. Nope. Oh, there's also a golden crowned sparrow in the shot. Oh, that's rare. There's our 3-star. Thank you. Finally. Okay, so it takes like a ×10 camera to actually get some darn things. Oh, and there's our mute swan. And Canada.
Wait, where?
I don't know. It looks exactly like the trumpeter swan, which is annoying.
Oh, I see. The bill is orange, not black.
Oh, really? See, these ones I'm not as familiar with, because we don't... the only swans and geese we'd get are like snow geese or something. Yeah, mute swan. Okay. Oh, Gato saying meta. Look up El Hornero Argentina.
El Hornero Argentino. Let me go look this up.
Is that a bird or a bird resource or something completely different? Oh, now this is interesting. This is one that was introduced from Europe. So on this map, the purple represents native region, like where they started out, and then orange is introduced, which means some idiot brought them over somewhere they shouldn't be, and now they're there now.
Hornero. El Ave Nacional de Argentina, the national bird of Argentina.
Oh.
Let me look this thing up. Hornero común.
All right, sidetrack. We're looking that up.
Okay, scientific name, Furnarius rufus.
Oh, wait, I think I had it for a second.
It's in Passeriformes.
There we are.
So it's a
Rufus
passerine.
Hornero. Oh, look at this thing. It looks like a thrush. Furnarius rufus. Rufus Hornero. Very large. Wait, an oven bird? I'm not familiar with that term. Rufus above and below, hence the... Rufus just means rust, basically, so, yeah, it's easy. Huh. Oh, it's all over South America. Well, okay. I'd say all over. It doesn't get as far as, like, Colombia or anything, but, okay. Brazil, Bolivia, Paraguay, Uruguay, Argentina. It kind of avoids Chile. Oh, the Andes. It can't get over the Andes. Ha! Because that's, 17,000 feet up or something. Man, look at this little thing. What the heck? Is it making a mud nest? No way. Do you like mud nest in trees?
Es un pájaro pequeño, mide entre 16 y 23 centímetros. Y no presenta dimorfismo sexual aparente, so there's no sexual dimorphism.
Which means the males and females are the same color. Yeah, Gato saying it builds mud clay houses that look like mud clay ovens. Really? That's dedication.
Oh, oven, horno, right. Oven bird.
Oh, Orno, right? Oven. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, like around here, you'd only see swallows do this. Some birds will do this. Like, some birds build nests out of twigs and so on. Other birds will actually go down to the riverbank, scoop up a little bit of mud in their beak, deposit it, repeat this hundreds of times until they have enough mud. They'll start shaping it with their beak. They'll start crafting it. They're basically little potters. Around here, we have barn swallows and cliff swallows and tree swallows. The various swallows will do that underneath overpasses and so on. Okay, but the Ornero does it in trees, where it kind of makes this little bowl. That's fascinating. What do you sound like? Ooh, energetic chipping. Got a bouncing ball chipping sound. Okay. Gato. Ovens, ovener, orno, ornero. Right, the ovener. Okay. I think they inspired native building techniques for the Mapuche and Guarani. Or Guarani?
Guarani.
Huh. I mean, it could be. I mean, we got the adobe down here, so yeah, it's possible that some people saw the birds doing it and did it. Or maybe they just came up on the idea themselves. Not sure. But yeah, that's interesting. Wow. So they do the mud daubing thing that the swallows around here do, but instead of doing it underneath something to hang down, they just do it like on top of a tree or something. Interesting. Some birds go to such lengths to make their nests. Yeah, here we are. In Brazil. Yep. Yeah, so here's either male or female working on the nest. That's interesting, because otherwise it looks kind of like a thrush, like our American robin. With that generalist kind of larger bill, that body shape. Huh. Oh, we're sunbathing. Oh, this is adorable. So again, this bird is not sick. This bird is not, downed or anything. It's just thermoregulating, which is a fancy way of saying it's trying to get either hotter or cooler. In this case, hotter. So it's trying to catch some rays down here. So it's just, hanging out on the grass. Oh, actually, it might be trying to cool...
It might be too warm already. No. It's panting.
Yeah, see that? The beak is open. Never mind. It's the other way around. It's lying on the cool grass to try to get cooler. See how the beak is open? So birds do not have sweat glands. They cannot dissipate heat by sweating like we do. Instead, in order to cool down, they pant like a dog, where they'll have their beak open, run the air along the saliva on their tongue. The evaporating saliva takes the heat with it, and that's how they try to cool down. So yeah, I think someone's getting a little toasty. Shoot, this part's in Portuguese. I'm going to be really bad at this. Hotel das Cataras Foz de Iguaça, Panará, Brazil. Huh.
Foz de Iguaçu. They're at Iguaçu. That's a really famous waterfall.
Oh. Well, now we learned something else, too. Yeah, this is fat. Look at all that. Oh, are we doing a little courtship here? Oh, we're begging. Oh, sorry, let me turn that down. Okay, so this is the fledgling thing I was talking about earlier. This is a baby who has left the nest. They have all of their adult plumage, so they're fully able to fly.
They're not really a baby anymore. They're almost a young adult.
Yeah, but they still think that they just, call to their parents feed them. So even though they can fly, they still come after their parents saying, feed me, feed me, feed me. It's like, you are perfectly capable... Yeah, go ahead.
What'll happen with a lot of birds is this is kind of a transition. They're also learning where food is, because now they're also watching the parent forage for food. Now, yes, they're getting fed by the parent, but they're also watching what the parent is eating. So this is where they learn where food is, and indeed, what is food.
Mm-hmm. So there is part of that, but it's also like, again, dude, just put your bill down and eat it yourself. But no, they have to have it, personally fed by their parents while they're calling constantly.
You'll see this at bird feeders once the babies start fledging.
Oh my gosh, look at this nest. What? This is crazy. Yeah, they did just build a whole oven up there. That's insane. It's not just a bowl, it's an entire house. That's ridiculous.
That's insane.
I wonder if they do that year after year.
Hopefully they reuse the nest.
Yeah, I would hope so, because that's a lot of work to go in. Like, for swallows around us with the mud daubers, typically when they build a place, it lasts for a long while. Like, multiple generations of swallows will use the same nest, with just, repairing it and so on as they need to. But, dang, that is ambitious as heck.
Yeah, Gato saying those birds from North America probably don't exist down here. Yeah, we're checking for birds to see if any of them have ranges down to South America. Most of them, no. The climates are just, well, what's weird is the climates are very similar actually, but it's just they don't migrate that far.
Yeah, the problem is for a bird, taking that trip all the way down there is a heck of an ask. And so only a very few specialized birds are able to do that.
And so then what happened over millions of years is then speciation happened, where the birds down there developed into different species than the birds up here. So nowadays they're called different species.
Actually, a good question. Does the American crow go down there? Because they're versatile. No, it doesn't. Okay, what kind of crow do you have down there then? Because you've got to have a crow. Like, everybody's got a crow. Oh, got to clarifying. Yeah, it's the Iguazu waterfalls. Wait, human with taxes be like, huh?
Oh, with the begging adult.
Oh gosh, yeah. Definitely begging. But yeah, so unfortunately, Gato, a lot of these birds might not be familiar to you because they're going to be up in our neck of the woods. But it's just a lot of these are California birds, which is just so special because a lot of times when you do birding, it's like, oh, it's all this East Coast birds. They're over in New York or Georgia or whatever, and it's like, nah, we have so many fun ones over here on the west.
Okay, looking up birds of Argentina. You guys have rayas?
Wait, okay, now we're sidetracked, but continue. Is that R-E-Y-A?
Rayas, they're basically a ratite. They're one of the bigger flightless birds.
Is this it?
You guys also have
Thorn-tailed Rayatito?
Greater raya, or lesser raya.
Okay, how do you spell that? Oh, R-H-E-A.
R-H-E-A.
Thank you. I was like R-A-Y-A. Yeah, these are the emu equivalents. Yeah, these are radites. Look at these. Yeah, so this is your emu, your ostrich, any of those. So the ratite is the name of that group of birds. Emu, ostrich, etc. Yeah, very different kind of bird. Like, very little flight. They might be able to glide at best. Instead, like, their niche is running. They have adapted for running very, very fast and also kicking really, really hard. Fun fact, don't get attached by an ostrich. Those things are dangerous. Yeah, interesting. And you got those on the northern part of Argentina as well as spreading into the rest of Brazil. Gato saying, oh, you do have cuervos. Remember, Chile and Argentina have penguins. That is true. Like, as you get farther south, yeah, you are going to get the...
Oh, there are a couple of rails and gallinules that might be in both continents. The American purple gallinule.
Oh. Oh, Gato saying...
That's a marsh bird.
For the rayas, you call them emu. Well, I mean, they're definitely related to emu. And that's the other thing, common names are BS. Like, you can call them all emu, it doesn't really matter. Interesting. Rhea americana.
Good eggs, make good dough and noodles. I'll take your word for it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, yeah, like ostrich eggs. Oh, man. Geez, back when I was working...
I don't think are ostrich eggs legal to farm? I think there might be legal ostrich farms.
I believe they are, because I know when I was working at the cafeteria at my college, which was in California... the head chef was always talking about someday, like, just for kicks, he'd actually buy an ostrich egg. Back then, this was like, oh god, college was like 15 years ago. Man, I'm old. Anyway, back then, an ostrich egg was like $80, but it was the equivalent of 24 chicken eggs. It was gigantic. So, yeah, I'm sure rayas are similar, where the eggs are going to be huge. And, yeah. Oh, that's rare. In rayas, or the emu... the males are responsible for child rearing. That's really rare in birds.
That's true of a lot of radites. Yeah, with a lot of radites, the males do a lot of the incubation.
Oh, yeah, fun fact about birds. A lot of the times, unfortunately, the males tend to be slackers, where they're just there to help the females make the eggs. The second the eggs are laid, they're gone. It's up to the females to build the nest, feed their young, raise their young, and get them out of the nest. The males don't do anything. It's
some bird species the males help out.
There are
a lot of the sparrows, I think.
Yeah, there are exceptions, but just for the most part, unfortunately, male birds can be slackers. Like male hummingbirds in particular, they're so territorial, they're such jerks, and then they don't help with the kids. Oh, Gato's clarifying. My mom would be so disappointed in me. We call ostriches emus. Rayas are called nyandu.
Nyandu.
Nyandu or nyandues. Wow, nyandu.
Oh.
I didn't even know you could put a tilde on the first end. Nyandu. Or nyandu, actually, yeah. Interesting. I'm guessing it's going to be like our classic ratites, where, yeah, it's going to be that.
Oh, they've also got oyster catchers and black-necked stilts.
Oh, good. Yeah, those are familiar. Yeah, here we are again in Brazil. Oh, come on. Do we have something from Argentina? Brazil, Uruguay, or Uruguay. Yeah. Here's Argentina. Oh, whoa, someone's getting blown over. Hang on, let me turn that down a bit. I think that's a display while the wind is going, so I'm assuming it's a male, and their feathers are going everywhere. Here we are. Puerto Laguna, Iberá, San Martin, Corrientes, Argentina. Yep. Yeah, so this is a courtship display. So this is showing off for the ladies. In this case, our guy here is spreading his feathers and ignoring the fact that he has these tiny little arms. Gato saying cortejo. Is that another bird? Ah, we have so many birds to look up. This is now an Argentina stream. See, the trouble is, this site is going to use the English words for things, so...
Right, islands and coast. They also have frigate birds and, a few, three different species of boobies.
Let me turn it off for a second so I can search freely. There isn't, there probably isn't anything in my search history that's going to be problematic, but just in case, let me turn that off. Cortejo, Argentina. Oh, El Cortejo, it's an area? Hang on.
Cortejo is slang term for courtship. Oh.
Gotcha. Sorry,
Alex is here.
When
Hi,
you
Alex.
just say, oh, hey, Alex. Sorry, when you just say a word, I never know. It's like, is that a noun? Is that a verb? My vocabulary. I don't have vocabulary. But yes, hey, Alex. Just checking in for you. Shower, looking in chat. Glad to see you enjoy birds. Oh, yeah. Meta and I are huge birders. Again, the Abiotic Factor stream didn't work out, so instead we're trying out Flock Around, and now we're distracted.
They also have... Okay, this will be a good one, because Flock Around actually, I believe, does have this bird in game, a fishing bird called an osprey.
Oh!
They might be in Argentina.
Yeah, that's probably all over. Maybe? Just barely. Oh, man, they're all over the planet. Okay, zoom in, please. Thank you. Okay, they'd be in, the northern part of Argentina, towards Uruguay or Paraguay or Brazil. Yeah, these are a fishing bird. In fact, yeah, let's just skip ahead and go over this, because if we find it in game, that'd be great. This is our first raptor. And you're thinking, what, like a dinosaur? Well, actually, all birds are dinosaurs, but that's a separate discussion. This is a bird of prey. This is a hunter. In this case, they are fishers. They will
Once
dive
you look
into
at the
water.
beak, you'll notice that big, thick, sharp, hooked beak.
Yeah, this is that tip on the beak for tearing into meat. That's your meat eater. These are predators. And yeah, so these are fishing. I can't remember if they're hawks or eagles or if they're doing their own thing. Yeah, so they'll be diving into water with all 4 talons displayed, grabbing fish, bringing them back up, and chowing down. That's... Oh yeah, here's one with some prey. Whoops. Unfortunate fish. But, hey, Osprey's got to eat. You guys, I forgot. La Cotorra bird. Raptor.
Cotorra argentina. Scientific name. Myopsita monachus. What the? It's a parrot?
M-O-N-A-C.
M-Y-I-O-P-S-I-T-T-A.
Here we are. Monk parakeet. Oh, it's a parakeet. Yep, those are parrots. Look at you. Yep. Okay, so scrolling moves the web page. Control scroll. Oh yeah, so that dense purple, that means they're all over the place there. All right, let me finish with the monk parakeet, then we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, so classic parakeet. So this is getting into our parrots and parakeets. You know these from the bird stores, in movies and everything else. They've got an interesting kind of
They're extremely social, very talkative.
Yes.
But we have an ad break coming up in a minute.
Wow. Is it on right now?
No.
Okay, talk fast. Different kind of bill, where instead of having a straight out bill like we've seen with the sparrows and everything else, yeah, it's kind of got this downwards facing bill. The huge bill though. This is your wrench or your pliers. I've heard metaphors for bird beaks where some of them are tweezers, where they're for collecting tiny little seeds or insects. Those are your insect eaters. Then you've got the opposite end of the spectrum, like parrots, who are no, this thing will tear open concrete. I mean, not literally, but, that's the kind of idea of, this is a heavy-duty beak.
Larger parrots have been known to crack open coconuts with their beak.
Yeah, so parakeet, same thing. Oh, there's a dove in the background there. That's funny. Oh, that's probably a mourning dove, because we're in the U.S. But, Interesting. Yeah, gorgeous little plumage there. And yeah, super gregarious, probably hanging out in flocks all the time. Oh, here's some from Argentina.
Oh, ad break.
Oh, all right.
I guess we can take photos in game while we're waiting.
Yeah.
Let's just subscribe to enjoy the bonus content.
Yeah, back in a minute here. Let me try to actually catch up here.
Content. We can sell ourselves better than that. Enjoy the bonus video.
Tee. And me actually trying to get some darn money. Should I be doing that instead?
Yeah, but nice if you get a couple stars. I'm starting to hit a brick wall here.
I'm just trying to educate the masses, but the game wants us to actually play it.
Wait, nope, never mind. We can unlock the next zone.
Oh, wait, never mind. Hooray. Thank you, Meta, for soloing all of this.
I could have sworn I'd seen an osprey in this game. I think I got a random-ass photo of one. I've been waiting to try and find one again.
It was probably flying overhead, and you, like, just barely got it. Oh! Kingfisher! Kingfisher, kingfisher, kingfisher. Come where I am. Yes, yes, you... And you're even making the kingfisher call! Oh. You're gonna face the camera? Yes! Ah, no, dang it. Face the camera. Thank you. Yes. Oh, that's phenomenal. Oh, thank you for that. Oh,
kingfishers are crazy. They're one of your diving birds, but they'll actually fly up, then dive into the water to grab fish.
Yeah, we'll have to go over that.
Dumber Name is here. Hi, Dumber Name. Hello.
Oh, is the ad break over yet?
Yes. Everyone's back.
Perfect.
Great.
Okay.
So I can respond to Gato.
Yes. Go ahead.
Gato's saying, oh, the cotorra, the
monk
parakeet. Monk parakeet. It's kept as a pet. It's bred with humans when they started keeping them in our homes. Nowadays, they're cat prey if they're living in feral populations in cities. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you're preaching to the choir on that one. So very close to where we are, good old San Francisco. You know, there's a big earthquake back in 1906, 1908, somewhere around there. A lot of damage. More importantly, a lot of people had pet parakeets at the time. When the quake hit, you know, things got damaged and the parakeets got loose. They have now formed stable breeding populations, which means there are now permanent wild parakeets around San Francisco. Because, they're just there now. All right. Shoot, we have a big list to go through. Gato also threw out Egyptian eagle. Okay, now I'm pretty sure we're going to be leaving the Americas for that one. Egyptian eagle. If I can... Am I spelling? Wait. It's not giving me an Egyptian eagle.
Let me look this up. Hang on.
I mean, there's Egyptian vulture, which is gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Oh, look at that face and that little scruffiness on the crest.
Egypt's national animal is the steppe eagle.
Is that S-T-E-P-P-E?
Yeah.
Well, eagle. There we are. I can spell sometimes. Here we are. Yep. There's another raptor. There's a bird of prey. It looks kind of like a ferruginous hawk. Or, you know, it's just a very dark brown. Interesting. Oh, but that gorgeous
yellow.
now
I was thinking it was a vulture. Wait, are you talking about the king vulture? Because that one's really pretty.
No, I think we were on it. We might have been on Egyptian vulture. Yeah, so vultures might look like birds of prey with the whole hooked bill and so on. Yeah, they are, however, not interested in taking live prey. They are interested in stuff that's already dead. Vultures, in fact, are one of the few bird types to have a distinct sense of smell, and a powerful one at that. They can smell corpses from a mile away or more, land down, start chowing down. They will also see them dumpster diving. The formal term is
detritivore. That's for creatures that eat, well, dead things, litter, detritus, trash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they are nature's little garbage people. And
those ones in India, I think, are eating a dog. Oh, dear.
Yeah, well, I mean, a corpse is a corpse. Like, look, they're not picky. They can't be. They've also adapted to lose the feathers on the front of their face because they're sticking their heads into these rotting corpses that can carry all kinds of diseases. And they've had a selective pressure for losing the feathers so that they don't get dirty, which means they don't spread diseases as much. Ironically, vultures actually are cleaner than you'd think. They'll even sunbathe, where you'll see them in what's called a heraldic pose, where they have their wings spread out, getting in the sun, and what they're doing is trying to use the sun's rays to cook the bacteria off and make themselves clean, or at least cleaner. I mean, they're still not, you know, like I wouldn't eat food off of them kind of clean, but, you know, they
do a pretty good job cleaning up the environment. Mm-hmm. They actually do help keep bacteria and parasites from spreading. They're pretty cool like that.
Yeah, it's very important because by helping to clean up corpses, they're helping remove the spread of bacteria or other diseases or like flies or anything else. Benefit from it. It's disgusting, I know, but I mean that is nature. Nature's red in tooth and claw. Look at that wing pattern too. It's got that black and white thing going on, kind of like a. Actually, no, I was about to say a turkey vulture, but no. And it's like a white underside. Man, that's gorgeous. Oh, they're endangered though. That's a problem. That means they might be at risk.
Oh, some birds do that. Yeah. They pee on their legs for some reason.
Yes,
some birds will basically pee on their leg. They are thermoregulating. It's basically they can't sweat, so they're making do.
So condor, very similar to the vultures, and yes, vultures and condors will both do this. Okay, we're gonna get slightly more into the slightly more disgusting here, so bear with me here. Birds do not have a separate holes for their exits. They have what's called a cloaca, which is Latin for sewer, which is a one-stop shop. It is the Swiss Army knife of body orifices. It acts as where they expel waste. It also acts as where they mate. In fact, when birds mate with each other, it's called the cloacal kiss. Yeah, so they've just got a one hole in the back there for everything. Vultures and condors will take advantage of that, though. They will expel wastes onto their own legs. It's actually a way to cool, because again, they're getting water onto their legs. As the water evaporates, it takes the heat with it, so it means they cool down. It does lead to some, less than sanitary legs, but, I mean, they're vultures. They don't care. Oh, Gato saying, look at the size of the condor compared to humans. Yes, condors especially are huge.
Yeah, condors are huge. California has our own California condor. It's still alive. It's it's still alive with great effort. It almost went extinct, and even now it's very close. It's basically almost only found in zoos these days.
Mm-hmm. See, the problem with condor, like the bigger the bird, the more prey or food they need to sustain themselves. Condors are adapted for having really big prey, for like our grizzly bears, our bison, our mammoths, even like during the Ice Age or something. Like they need big things to die, so they have tons of meat to chow down on, because a bigger body means they need more fuel. Problem is, we've gotten rid of all those things. We don't have our mammoths anymore. Bison aren't there. The grizzly bears are now gone from California, things like that, which means they don't really have a sustainable food source, which means they can't really sustain themselves in the wild. It's one of those unfortunate cases that this might be something where they may just have to die out just because the world they're in today is just so vastly different from what it was. And that happens. Sometimes things go extinct just because conditions have changed to the point where they can't sustain themselves. That's just how nature works. Of course, humans aren't helping the equation at all, but anyway. All right, politics enough. Oh, this is the heraldic pose I was talking about. Horaltic. Now, let me type that out. Horaltic. Yes, so the heraldic pose, it might be based off the Egyptian god Horus, or maybe that's a coincidence. I'm not sure. Not sure where the name comes from. Anyway, yeah, so this is what the vultures are doing, where they're spreading their wings. They're both trying to either cool down or heat up, because their feathers are black. It absorbs a lot of heat from the sun's rays, so they can also heat up this way. And more importantly, it starts baking off any bacteria or diseases or whatever else they have on them, so it's kind of a sanitizing method, too. Yeah, and a condor in particular. What's not shown here is the scale compared to a person. In fact, hang on, let me see if I can find that. Deer, wake up heads. Andean condor, because I bet this thing's like...
Oh, you're searching that. Oh, yeah, Gato pointing out. Do Americans really not know what a cloaca is? Look, we're trying to cover all our bases here during this video, and also you'd be surprised what especially Americans do and don't know. I don't trust our education system anymore, so I'm just trying to cover my bases here. Now, especially furries do usually know what a cloaca is. We have that little advantage here.
But, see, the problem is the average American probably doesn't know what a cloaca is. In fact, they probably don't bother to ask or anything. It's unfortunate. But birders absolutely know it. Anybody in biology absolutely knows it. Okay, I can now show this again. I'm on Wikipedia, which is my trusted news source. Yeah, so here we are with the Andean condor. Oh, I didn't realize it's on a bunch of national coat of arms. Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Venezuela, and also a few more in Venezuela, Peru, and Mexico. Interesting. Oh, and there's also Condorito. Condorito, a Chilean comic book character. Huh. Learning all kinds of things. Their version of Charlie Brown. They're a condor. Yeah, shoot, it's not showing the size, unfortunately, because these things are probably huge.
I just searched for like, yeah, condor compared to humans or something.
Oh, the overall length can range from 3 feet to 4 feet. Wings are 29 to 33. Actually, yeah, hang on. I might just need a deer DuckDuckGo image search. Andean condor. We will get to the bottom of this one way or another. Come on, show me with a person nearby. I mean, these are all the condor. Dang it, it's not showing people next to them. Bah! Sorry, Gato. Not getting good information there. Oh, earlier Dummer mentioned you know a lot about birds. Yes, Meta and I are a bit obsessed. That's the thing about birders. Like, there's never any a casual birder. You're either uninterested or you dive super hard into it. Oh, here, let me put that back up. Perfect.
Well, usually. There are some casual birders. It's just they're not usually as vocal. I haven't talked before on stream because it doesn't usually come up as an opportunity.
Oh, Gato continuing. Yeah, we all know chickens and crocodiles and turtles. Yep. Yeah, reptiles and birds, they all have that cloaca trick. It's the one-stop shop. That's just how nature goes. Oh, Gato saying our version of Charlie Brown is Mafalda. Okay, well, shoot, now I gotta look this up. Yeah, you know what? Forget Flock Around. This is an education stream. Because what the heck else are we doing for 3 hours? But educating people. Oh! Huh, it actually kind of looks like a, sort of like Little Orphan Annie meets Charlie Brown. Here, let me... Okay, turn it back on. Mafalda, Argentina comic strip, written and drawn. 6-year-old girl named Mafalda reflects the Argentine middle class and progressive youth. Concerned about humanity and world peace, innocent but serious attitude towards problems. This almost sounds like a, not Little Orphan Annie, but what's the other one? What's her name? Dottie? The one that usually shows up on B-Sky because it's something that's still, like, politically true even today. Dang it, I'm drawing a blank. Huh. Oh, that's fun. So it started in, and it is started in Argentina, but, like, it's even a statue of her in Spain. Wow, okay, so I take it this was pretty popular.
Okay, I think we have enough stars to unlock the fall biome now.
Oh, geez, thank you. Wow. See, this is cool. Like, we get to learn about completely new things. Oh, there was a brief Mafalda keychain in the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. Probably among with other keychains, but still. Wow. Yeah, I never would have heard about this otherwise. Look, her dubbed shorts. Dubbed? You mean like cropped? I wonder if there's better images of this. Hang on. Okay, once again. Boop. Go away. Let me try image search. Oh, yeah, look at her. Oh, wow, that's very much Charlie Brown. Okay. Yeah, let me get a couple of these open. Yeah, very much Peanuts in general, yeah. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is just a reference to it. Here, let me get this back open in a minute. Okay, so there's that. Just the images, please. No, just the... Okay, it did not open the images. It was opening the sites that contain the images, which is not what I was asking for. Darn it. Okay, take two. Otra vez. Una más. Yeah, there we go. Open. I was trying to open image in new tab. Why wasn't that working? Bah, whatever. Here we are. Okay, now I can show it again. Yeah, it looks a lot like Charlie Brown. Or just Peanuts, actually, because, right, the comic isn't called Charlie Brown. The comic is called Peanuts. Charlie Brown is the main character. Huh. It's almost like a, I mean, the biological term would be convergent evolution. It's whatever that equivalent is for society, where, like, two people have the exact same idea around the same time, but neither of them have interacted with each other. It's not like one of them...
Oh, by dubbed shorts, he means the short animations that are dubbed into English.
Oh, right. The shorts that have been dubbed into English. Okay. Huh. I might have to check that out later. Wait, was this before or after Peanuts? Hang on. This is 1964. What? Not peanuts, peanuts. Comic strip, please. Oh, actually, this started way earlier. This was in 1950. Huh. So I wonder if Mafalda was taking points from Peanuts then. Or maybe they just both had the same idea. Interesting. Alright, well that was awesome. But I want to try getting back to birds here. But thank you for that, Gato. Oh, wait. We got a loon. Come here.
I think there's a hooded merganser on my head.
No, that's a loon. Wait, what do you mean it's on your head? Where are you?
Over by the far entrance to the fall area.
Okay, let me get this loon, then I'll be over there. Okay, I think I got the loon. Do you mean like towards the red area or towards the green area?
The red area, which is fall.
Thank you. Okay, do not see anything on your head as I approach.
Okay, it was probably on my head for a moment.
There is a hooded merganser in the water, which is probably the culprit. Oh, perfect. And there's a place to do our photos here. Oh, Gotcha saying, okay, save this one for later. It's Mafalda Shorts, so they have English YouTube subtitles. Perfect. I'll try to see how much Spanish I understand. Although, my problem is listening to Spanish is so hard for me. I can read Spanish okay. I can, like, write Spanish decently. I can speak Spanish a little bit, but the problem is listening is hard. I have a hard enough time listening to people speaking English, and when they're speaking something that isn't my native language, infinitely harder. I had the same problem in German class, where it's like, I had to have people spell it out for me, because I could not understand it. There's 2 stars, finally. Rude people. Okay, we do have another bird. Ahem. If I flip over correctly. Here we are. Common loon. Alright, so you say people are crazy as a loon. Here's what you're talking about. They're not actually that crazy as far as I know. They're just, the call sounds crazy. Yes, gorgeous. Yeah, here's a breeding adult. Solid black head with all the stripes and spots and everything else you could want. Again, big pointy beak, not a bill. So this is another fishing bird. They'll go diving underwater. They're chasing after fish. They are piscivores, whatever. Yeah, all over the US, Canada, Alaska. Oh, and they're also into Europe, Greenland. Dang, they're all over the place. Oh, here's a female with a... Oh, they caught a little crab. Good for her. Oh, that's just down in San Mateo. Huh. That's not absurdly far from us. So this is either a male and female, or it's an adult. Oh, yeah, like adult and juvenile. Yep, yeah, so that's an immature one. Oh, Dumber asking German? Yeah, so I took 3 semesters of German in college, and now I remember none of it, and I probably should have taken either Spanish or Japanese, because that would have been way more relevant. Yeah, Spanish in particular. I keep kicking myself saying I need to learn Spanish, because in California and the US in general, it's so important. Oh, here's some of the babies. Yeah, the loons. They have these adorable little black babies, and it's just... Yeah, what you'll really see sometimes, the babies actually climb up onto mom's back, and she'll actually ferry them around like a boat. Like, they'll just be sitting on her back while she swims around. It's adorable. Ah, that's fantastic. Oh, here's one with a crayfish. Yeah, there's a good catch. Yeah, so again, they're hunting for, any meats they can get underwater. Yeah, do you have the all-important call? Yeah. Fun fact about movies. Anytime you hear birds in a swamp, it's always going to be the loon. They use this call all the time. Yep, that's a loon. You're crazy. Oh, Gotcha saying, once you're done, you show me a very unique North American bird. Ooh, that's a challenge.
I mean, we already did California quail.
I mean, that is a very special one, but yeah, we can definitely show that one off again. Is that the one that wandered down? Because I know there was one of these I was looking at. It's like, oh, hey, it's also down in Argentina, and that's really funny. You wouldn't expect that. Yeah. They got introduced down in Chile. Yep, zoom in. Here we are. Yeah. So the orange and yellow means it was introduced, so that means it wasn't native, but somebody else brought it down and now it's hanging out. Yeah, apparently the California quail might be around the Andes.
I mean, they do like mountainous terrain, so that makes sense.
Yeah, but like we're talking 15,000, 17,000 feet up. It's like yeah, so this is a California. It's officially called a California quail. Yeah,
In
you'll
fact,
see
it's
them.
the California state bird.
Yes, it is the California state bird. Yeah, the males have that gorgeous like black throat. They've got the brown hat. They've got their blues and grays on, and the females are just drab, as they usually are. But yeah, the males have this big top knot feather sticking out. The females do have another top knot, but it's smaller. You'll find them in brambles. You'll find them in blackberry bushes. They love hiding out there because predators have a hard time getting them. And they can't fly very well. They have to fly like heck to get off the ground. Gato saying, I like in Confluencia Nequeen Live. Huh? Is that a place?
Don't know if you want to dox yourself, but let me look this up.
Yeah, like, you don't have to give us an exact, like, city or anything, but, like, wait, is this around where you are?
Confluencia Nuken Province. Nuken Province.
Oh, here we are. Okay, it's loading. I think Nuken province? Somewhere in here. We've got Highway 237, Highway 22, Highway 40.
Okay, that's halfway.
Oh,
that's kind of in the middle. North to south, that's kind of in the middle of Argentina.
Wait, what do you mean Chile has a Los Angeles? That's cheating. It's almost like...
It's just called the Angels. That's
I know.
a pretty generic name.
Again, it's almost like common names are BS or something. Confluencia. Okay. I don't know exactly... I don't know if you do want to dock stuff. Hang on, let me double check.
There's 3 lakes nearby. Wow.
Hang on. Wikipads. So, BIH. I've never seen that one before. It's a department. Okay, it's like... Oh. It's like there. Right around here. Yeah, so, okay, theoretically, you've got these California quails down there. Here, let me play the call, because that's the most distinctive part about them. No, not the catalog number. Give me the call. Yeah, that bird screaming Chicago. Oh, here, let me put the screen back on. That bird screaming like, Chicago, Chicago. That's a California quail. They're very confused. Because they're not actually found in a Chicago. They're found elsewhere. But they keep screaming Chicago anyway. Got to saying, Los Angeles might also be in Spain. No, for a fact, you guys have a Santa Fe. Yes, we also have a Santa Fe in California. Again, common names are common.
I thought that was in New Mexico.
New name is Ciudad de Nequén. It's the big city. Yeah, I think I'm on it. So I think it's right around here. I mean, I don't want you to, like, super dox yourself or anything, but, yeah, so according to this map, you might have California quail in your area. Yeah, these are little spasmatazes. So the problem is you're not going to see them very often. They like to stay hidden, and when they're out, they'll, like, run like heck. And again, the flying is very ungainly. But, yeah, let me see if we have some video. Yeah, like, here's one in San Diego. So that's, you know, the southern end of California. Yeah, so they're a ground forager. So they're going to be scratching around to the ground, looking for seeds or bugs or anything else they can pick up. Gotcha saying, who's going to find me in the damn capital? It's a sea of people. Fair enough. That's like saying you live in New York City or something, where it's like, yeah, good luck. Yeah, and these poor ones over in Utah having to struggle in the snow. Ah, dang it, it's not loading. Oh well. Are you gonna have any of them vocalizing? No? Okay. But yeah, okay, so this was the one we found earlier where we were like, huh, maybe Gato has those down there, so yeah. Well, shoot. Hang on. Let's get back to you on the special North American bird. Let's see what else we got. Oh, thank you, Meta. Because maybe we'll find something around here. I mean, hummingbirds would definitely... Ah, B1. Who was there? Oh, oh, oh. Hi, you. You're a golden-crowned sparrow. Come here. Don't get out of
This does sort of capture one of the fun things about birding, which is that you never know what you're going to see. There's no guarantee you'll find anything interesting. In fact, that's ironically
100%.
one of the things that makes me birding interesting is that there are birding trips where you really won't find anything worth talking about or anything notable. Sometimes it's just like, oh, we found like, a couple of birds, but that's basically it. Other times you'll find something crazy. There's no guarantee you'll see anything interesting, which makes it all the more magical when you do.
Yeah, golden crown sparrow. Ah, now we're getting the 3 stars. Heck yeah. Okay, I think it's all the same. There we go. Okay, that means it's time to look up another bird. Because every time we find a new bird in the game, we got to look it up here. Golden crown. Now, this is one we don't usually have around our area. This, we usually have what's called a white crown sparrow, which is kind of a cousin of these.
And even white crowns are winter only. Normally, they're another bird that's found in the mountains year-round.
Oh, yeah, so this is another... Oh, but these ones are only found around here. Huh. Maybe we just have to go up higher into the mountains to find these little things. Interesting. Yeah, so it's all over California, starting to spread over there, and there's sporadic elsewhere, and then it goes all the way up into... Oh, really dense in Alaska, in the Aleutian Islands. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so a cold weather bird. They're probably like white crown sparrows or juncos, where they love the cold. They're going to be going into chilly places. And yeah, so named because the males have that distinctive golden splotch right on there, as well as the black cap. Oh, and some white as well. And yeah, when it's not breeding season, they're going to be a little dimmer. And yeah, the other ones are going to be a little drabber. So they're another finch or sparrow. So they're very, they're going after seeds, they're going after berries. They're probably going to be a ground feeder. If we have some foraging here. Yep, there you are. Ah, you're getting the grass. Okay. Yep, classic sparrow. Yeah, I don't think they're as common where we are, per se. Oh, Gotcha saying, we have as much chemistry as Iggy and Jay. Could have our own channel. Well, thank you. We try. I do keep thinking about getting, like, additional redeems or something. Like, options to grow me bigger or throw stuff at me or, like, get the alternate, like, PNGs or something. I keep being like an alternate PNG where I'm just bigger for a while. Where it's like, spend some channel points and make me bigger for 5 minutes. Turn on the sun lamp and make me swell. Actually, if I really want to be mean, I'm picturing a redeem where we knock meta off. Where, like, for 5 minutes it gets, like, thunked to the ground. But that would be mean.
Oh. So that's an option.
I know there's some other PNG tubers or VTubers that have the same thing. Where, like, normally they're on the ceiling. And, like, they have, like, a redeem where there's a chance to throw a baseball and, like, hit him to the ground. Which seems a bit cruel, but, I mean, that is the life of a streamer. We signed up for this. Where the heck is everything? That's the thing about birding, where it's like, oh, just yesterday I saw sandhill cranes down at this pond. It's like, oh, you go out there, and when you get there the next day, there are no sandhill cranes. And other days it's like, oh, there isn't really anything on this trip, and then all of a sudden, bang, there's like, a freaking bald eagle flies overhead or something. Ah, this is one I'm sure everybody will know. Is there a photo thing up there? Let me check. I need to have my photos developed. Ah, there is. Glorious. Thank you. Oh, I got photos of a cedar waxwing. Oh, that's great. Oh, no. Wait, rock pigeon? Don't you mean rock dove?
Rock dove, rock pigeon, it's the same thing.
So go ahead.
Well, it's just, yeah, I'm sure Dominic can pull out the details, but this is, if you live in any major city anywhere in North America, you have seen these things. Rock pigeons or rock doves are the more formal name for just the common pigeon. They're everywhere.
Yeah, I've never heard them called rock pigeon. I've always called them either common pigeon or rock dove. Oh, right, pigeon does not have a D. Gotcha saying, Doma, could we talk Burr Spring and opening a comp spot for a VTuber like you? Ooh, that's tempting. Let me take a rain check on that. So, not right now, but Like, honestly, yeah, later on, like, if I do want to expand, yeah, we're going to do that. Oh, okay, the quote-unquote official common name, which isn't actually official because common names are silly, is the rock pigeon. I've always heard rock dove because they are, in fact, a dove. But, anyways, okay. Yeah, anybody who lives anywhere outside of, like, a cave in the Siberian wilderness, you're going to know this one. Got to asking, where did pigeon dove originally live before human civilization? Good question. So
we have an ad break right now, just FYI.
Ah, dang it.
I'll actually answer that one in chat.
It's saying they're native to all around here, but yeah, once we get back from ad break, we can answer that more fully. The silence while we wait. Where? Doves don't usually bounce around like this. They're usually strutting around. Probably you get like 1 star from that, but oh well. I guess give me a flying star. No, nuts. Oh well.
Don't forget, if you've upgraded your binoculars, you can use them to look around and see if you're missing something obvious.
Oh wow, okay, you are not joking. Yeah, there's a... Okay, thank you. Yeah, that helps a ton. Are you... You don't look like the golden crown. What are you? That's... Oh, come on, face the front. There we go. Oh, wait, we can jump. Hello. Is the ad break over?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good. Fantastic. All right. Continue the lecturing. Okay, so Gato, yeah, is asking where pigeon doves originally lived before civilization. Meta gave where they nest. I think in general, if you're asking like where like they originated from, at least the rock pigeon, you know, the classic one.
Rock pigeon is Mediterranean, so that's in and around Europe.
And India and the UK. So it's actually, yeah, been all around Eurasia for a while, and Africa. So, but yeah, probably Mediterranean would be my best guess. But honestly, they've probably been around humans for forever. Like, this and the crow are like the 2 species that are everywhere. It's just... Which is funny because...
They adapted extremely well to urban environments.
They did. Which is funny because pigeons and doves are normally very specialized feeders. You see how thin the bill is? Normally you think like, oh, that's an insectivore or something. No, they can't open their bill very wide. Or at least some doves can't. So they only eat very particular seeds, and so on. So they tend to have a more specialized diet. Although, well, I say that, but then again, no, I'm pretty sure they can handle a bunch of types of seeds. It's just, I used to volunteer at a bird care center, and I know that doves were always a pain in the butt to try and feed, because you couldn't use the regular feeders. You had to use like this special little like tube to try and get down their tiny, tiny little throats. That was annoying. Got to asking, could be an art style thing, the jumping. Got to asking, I wonder if they also ate the primogenous wheats, like the primordial wheat seeds? Probably. When did they... Actually, that's a good question, all right? When did they first arrive on the scene? Wikipedia. Because this should have the evolutionary history as well, at least briefly. Rock, pigeon. Yeah, see, okay, Wikipedia calls it a rock dove. See, I'm not crazy. Ah.
Or it highlights how common names are kind of stupid.
Well, common names are kind of stupid. Oh, come on, where's the evolution? Dang it. Whoa. That was a Hawking game. Oh, come on. Yeah, description. Distribution, habitat, ecology, shift to humans, domestication. Well, okay, this might help. Natural distribution is a range in Western and Southern Europe, North Africa, and extending to South Asia. Introduced to most of the rest of the world aboard European ships from 1603 onward. Large global population, including estimated 17 to 28 million individuals in Europe alone. Fossil evidence suggests they originated in Southern Asia, and they were in Israel for at least 300,000 years. However, the species has such a long history with humans, it's impossible to identify its original range exactly. So yeah, they've probably been following us around forever. Folk etymology. Yes, very much so. So yeah, very versatile bird. Now, I think we also picked up something else, though. Oh, we know this one. That's a northern mockingbird. Okay, yeah, that's a common one right here. Oh, Gato, that reminds me. That's the one I need to show off. But first, let's do a relative of the one I want to show off, the one we actually got pictures of. Northern mockingbird. We have another corvid. We have another crow relation. Or are they ecterids?
Could have sworn they were ecterids.
Are they ecterids?
No, wait, they're in their own family. They're in Mimidy.
That's right. Okay, sorry, we're bouncing through words quickly. So corvids is the group of birds including crows and jays. Icteridae is a group including the blackbirds, like the red-winged blackbird we saw. And I forgot, mockingbirds are in a third group called Mimidy, which is its own thing. Generally, they're all kind of... See, they function very similarly, like the very similar ecological niches, but yeah, they are taxonomically, if I can use that word correctly, they are separate from each other. Oh, got to saying, it's good for things to have neat little classified names. It's also good for things to have unique names according to who sees it in language. Can't always win. Yeah, I mean, it is nice that everybody's got an official scientific name just so that we can have something to agree on. But, yeah, it is also cool to see the different flavors. Like, yeah, calling the those nesters the oveners because they make little ovens. Oh, mimus polyglottis. Okay, so a mimic, and polyglot means multiple languages, or like a multi-tongued. So mimic multi-tongue, because the northern mockingbird is an incredible mimic. These are the ones that can mimic car alarms. They can mimic other bird calls. They can mimic anything just about. And in fact, that's part of their mating call. Like, they don't really have a set mating call. Instead, they just listen to sounds. They pick which sounds they like, and then they start repeating those sounds over and over again. Yeah, they're all over the US and Mexico. Pretty common. Oh, wow, here's some leucistic versions where they've lost most of the pigment but still have pigment in the eyes. Interesting. Yep, and there's one belting their little heart out. That's what they do. Feeding-wise, again, we have a kind of a generalist-style bill. They're also pretty flexible. They'll go after just about anything. Most notably, they do get incredibly territorial towards birds of prey. They will chase off hawks multiple times their size just by swooping at them. I know I saw a video before of a northern mockingbird chasing off a sleeping great horned owl. Like, even the owl is 3 to 5 times the bird's size.
It's not just birds. You'll also, occasionally, depending on where they are, you'll see them chase off cats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're crazy. Got to saying, remember that clip of an African bird imitating a chainsaw? Yes, there are other mimic birds. Like, there's also the lyrebird, L-Y-R-E, like, you know, a harp. In, I want to say, Australia? Can't remember exactly where they are. They're also phenomenal mimics. But our version is the northern mockingbird. Let's see if we got it. Oh, it's just foraging or eating, so this might just be... maybe the call. Let's see if they've got some samples here. Yeah, see, like at that part, it's mimicking a ruby crown kinglet, that scolding call, or something like it. Yeah, well, they'll find these little snippets of sounds, and they'll start mashing them all together into a unique song. Unfortunately, most of the time it's car alarms, which is funny. Yeah, and is it also going to show them doing... Yeah, this is their courtship display. I was right. They'll do this thing where the males will walk along and then they'll start spreading their wings in this particular pattern where it's like partly out, little more, little more, little more, all the way out, back in. Partly out, little more, little more, little more, all the way back in. Yeah, it's a courtship or a territory display. Yeah, and you'll notice the head stays perfectly still while they do this. It's just the wings moving. Crazy. Oh, here's some babies. That's always adorable. Ah, there we go. There's the babies. Yeah, this is called gaping. This is what baby birds do when they want to get fed. They'll put their beak up as high as they can, put as wide as they can, and start screaming their little heads off. Because the one that doesn't get their head off, or their head up, doesn't get fed, and that's bad. So yeah, they want to be allowed in charge and get fed by their parents. And unfortunately, mom or dad here only had one piece of food, so only one of the three got fed. Sometimes food isn't always shared equally, and yeah. It's just a part of birds' lives. It's just how that goes. But yeah, northern mockingbirds. So, all over here, very fun bird. We actually don't have too many exactly at my house, but if you like go just like a couple miles in either direction, you'll find a whole bunch of them. Go figure. Let me get more. Okay, I don't have enough for the $5,000 binocular thing, but I'll show that off. Oh, Gato saying, remember that the cuckoo babies imitate the inner mouth patterns of the birds they parasite. Yes, cuckoos and cowbirds, those are an unfortunate kind of bird. Personally, I don't like them because they're
Looking up Argentina, I think Argentina has cuckoos.
Yeah, they're a straight-up parasite. They will actually kill other baby birds by kicking the eggs or the babies out of the nest, take their place, and then want to get fed. Actually, no, it's the females. The females, when they have an egg, will find another bird's nest, kick one of the eggs out, lay their own egg in it, and unfortunately, the other mother bird. The thing about birds is most of them aren't very smart, and they tend, like the mothers will tend to just automatically start feeding whatever baby's in front of them in their nest. So yeah, they can get away with stuff. I don't know which cuckoo. We have the cowbird. That's the one we're going to have around here. Yeah, I think brown-headed cowbird. Yeah, this is a parasite. Where the females will sneak into other nests, they'll lay eggs, and unfortunately you'll see like some poor, house sparrow trying to feed this kid like 5 times or maybe twice its size, which puts stress on the parasite and the other nest because now they have this huge bird they've got to feed on top of their own kids. So often their own kids may not, do as well. And now the cowbird just keeps going on doing the same thing. Bah. It's just what they do. Okay.
Back to good ones.
Yeah, back to actually good ones. Yes. Because Gato was mentioning a really unique one. I have a winner because I doubt this is in this game. Oh, wow, I completely blanked. I am getting way too tired. Yellow-billed magpie. Pica natali. This...
I just checked. I'm not even sure if the regular magpie is in here. The black-billed magpie.
Oh, in the game, you mean?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, by the way, when you go to eBird, yeah, just click on the Explore button up here. That's where you get started. Hang on, let me check. Because there's the black-billed magpie, which is the version that is much more commonplace. Pica hudsonia. Yes, this is a magpie. This is another corvid. Very smart, very generalist, able to eat just about anything. Don't piss them off. Oh, okay, it's not that common. It's actually all the way around a, like, kind of the westernish part of the U.S., up through Canada into Alaska, even. Okay. So, yeah, this is the black-billed magpie. So, a magpie, like the other crows and so on, again, they're very gregarious birds. They're loud, but they're very social, very friendly. Usually friendly, anyway. Will probably still steal a sandwich out of your hand, so be careful. And, yeah, you'll see them just, foraging around everywhere. However, there's a kind of shiny variant called the yellow-billed magpie, which is kind of similar. Most distinctive, though, it has that bright, bright yellow beak. This is one you only find in certain parts of California. It is unique there. In fact, some of the reason, like, there are birders around the world that head to California just to check the yellow-billed magpie off of their life list. Like, the people who are trying to find, certain birds, during their life, they have to head to California in order to find this one, because it's the only place you'll find it. Oh, yeah, and some of them with that eye ring as well. I think this is a little bit of a younger one.
If it has an eye ring, this is a younger one.
Yeah, they lose that as they get older. But, Gato's saying, extinction will be programmed after other things. Parasite bird, they're not smart at that particular thing. Yeah, like, the problem is, like, house sparrows or house finches, they're not very bright birds, to be honest. And so, yeah, if they see a baby bird in their nest, they'll feed it and think it's their kid, even if it's not their own species and way too big. Gato's saying, that's a Pokemon Ah pattern for that magpie. Yeah, I mean, it really is it's a real-life shiny kind of thing. Where, yeah, the black-billed magpie you'll find all over the rest of, the western U.S., Oregon, Washington, Montana, Idaho, whatever. But if you want the yellow-billed, you have to come to Central California. It's not even, yeah, it might have been introduced down in, like, L.A. and maybe, like, just north of San Diego, like Riverside or something. But no, if you really want to find the real deal, you got to come to our area. Sacramento, San Francisco, this kind of Central Valley. Oh, yeah, I should probably explain California. This is called, where my mouse is right now, this is called the Central Valley. Because we have the Sierra Nevadas up here on our border with Nevada. And then on the right, we have some more mountains and, of course, the actual coastline. But there's this middle here where it's very flat and quite hospitable. And unfortunately, it also contains Fresno. Boom. Actually, I don't actually know how nice Fresno is. I just know Fresno's the butt of every joke.
It's not very nice, honestly. It's okay, but
yeah,
I won't trash talk because of that.
You've got San Francisco along with like 300 other cities in that area because San Francisco is this gigantic blob that takes up the entire bay there. And then you have Sacramento, which is our actual capital. Fun fact, the capital of California is not Los Angeles, it is not San Francisco, and it's not San Diego. It's Sacramento, right here in the center. So yeah, this whole bit is the Central Valley. So I will say Meta and I are in this general area. Not going to say exactly where, but yeah. So point is we are in yellow-billed magpie territory. In fact, there's a couple of them just like half a mile down the road. Unfortunately, they're not right at my house, and Meta might have them at his house. I don't remember exactly, actually.
Well, it's harder. Bird flu almost wiped them out back in 2008. Fortunately,
Yeah.
They didn't go extinct.
Yeah, there was that
They
problem.
have managed slowly started to recover their numbers since then.
Yeah, there was actually a school in our area where there used to be like they were there by the dozens, and then bird flu came along, and now it was like 3. It's like ugh. Yeah, so they really got devastated by that avian flu running around. But fortunately, it seems like they've recovered. They're hanging out more. Oh, I hope they have the call in here. Yeah, do we have their call? That meh, meh, meh. No, not you. There it is. That's a yellow bill. Yep. Yellow-billed magpie. Wait, oh shoot, I just realized, is it not getting the audio from the website? Oh shoot. Because I think I put in the audio for Flock, but I didn't put in the audio from the website. No! You haven't been able to hear the calls! Fool, Dominant. Now I have to go to Dragon Jail.
At least people can follow along at home on the website.
Yeah, okay. If you're curious what they sound like, just go to ebird.org. It's right up there. Yeah, go to Explore, type in the bird's name, and yeah, it'll have all this information for you, including their calls down here. But, okay, so to do my best job, yeah, it sounds like a... It's like that.
The yellow-billed magpie sounds almost identical to black-billed magpie. Mm-hmm. And, Dotto's saying, speaking of magpies, the Australian magpie. Talking about how an actual study of Australians hated or loved magpies. The results of that, despite their swooping season, slang for their nesting season, Australians love their magpies. Australian magpies are a different breed. Australian magpies are huge.
What are those? Is it a hooded magpie?
Australia has its own species of magpie. It's called the Australian magpie.
Is it just called Australia?
They're very social. They're big. They eat almost anything. They will take huntsman spiders.
Yeah. Where they look like a crow almost. Yeah, I've seen one where there was like a huntsman spider, like one of the spiders the size of your hand with fingers splayed on someone's car. And while they're looking at it, boom, this magpie comes by, snatches it off the car and carries it off. Yeah. These things are fun. Again, another corvid. Yeah, they
look a really cool song too.
Yeah. I wish it was coming
this long fluty warble, very specific fluty warble they do every time, and they'll even do it together as a group.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's... You just gotta listen to it. There's nothing else like it. Yeah, those are fantastic birds. But, the ones we have around here, we've got
really fast in-game, there's a kestrel on the fence.
Oh! Okay, Which fence? Well, like the wooden fence.
I'm looking at it. It's up on the tower.
Oh, it's wait, it's on the tower itself.
Oh, you're not up on the tower.
No,
oh,
I'm gonna climb up very, very carefully. Okay, I don't see anything on. There it is.
I'm looking at it.
There is an eagle
hang on,
on
let's
your
take off.
head.
Ah.
There is an eagle on your head. Hi, you.
I'm not moving.
What are you? Are you a ferruginous? Something else? Ah, dang it! It flew off right as I zoomed in. No, I don't know.
Because I'm crouching and uncrouching.
Let me finish this yellow-billed magpie thought. Okay, because I need to show off. Gato wanted a unique bird, and you don't get much more unique than this because it's literally only found in Central California. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, so it's your classic corvid. You know, it's going to be hanging around, like grabbing whatever it can find. They'll be dumpster diving too. They're not above that. Yeah, and here's it doing that call. If I had more time, I'd pump in the audio, but honestly, we're probably about to end, you know, in 10 minutes or so anyway. Oh, flipping up. So yeah, this is definitely unique. Oh, this one's down in Monterey. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a down right by the world-renowned aquarium. God, I need to go there again. Because that's a phenomenal place to go. Anybody who wants to go to Disneyland, don't. Go to Monterey Bay Aquarium. It's like so much better. Or San Diego Wild Animal Park. That also counts. But yeah, they're doing that corvid strut.
Expensive. Not as expensive as Disneyland, but still they're not cheap. But yeah, they're really cool.
My point is, if you've got the cash for Disneyland, go there instead. It's cheaper and it's more fun. But yeah, see this strut? This is the corvid strut. You'll see crows doing this as well. Where yeah, they walk around like they own the place. Their body moves from side to side, even while they're going. Yeah, and the yellow-billed magpies have that giant tail. Whee! There we go. Oh, and this is the chaparral terrain. So this type of terrain where you've got like these hardy oaks with like this bare ground and so on. This is California chaparral. This is classic, like you know, temperate California, where we're not going to get a lot of greenery because we don't get a lot of rainfall, unfortunately. So instead, we've got these oaks heading in, and then yeah, like these tiny little shrubs and like drought-resistant things. And yeah, so chaparral is a great place to find birds because yeah, they love hanging out in the trees or the bushes, and they'll come out to forage, and it's awesome. All right, let me turn in those birds we got because I think I just got. Oh, Gotcha saying. Very cute interaction, amazing behavior program by devs. Yeah, where the birds will actually land on your head. Now, in real life, the odds of a bird landing on your head are extremely, extremely, extremely small. But this is a video game. We get to have fun. Gato saying, most bird-looking bird I ever saw. Which one, the magpie or this new one here? Because this is the American kestrel. Oh, and it's a red tail. Oh, I didn't see the red tail. Duh. Tja, red-tailed hawk. Okay, Meta, you got a red-tailed hawk on your head. Alrighty, well, that's two more birds of prey to do.
If that happened in real life, I'd honestly be a little worried.
Yeah,
they're big.
Those
and
talons,
their talons are very sharp.
Those talons will dig into you. Those things are no
just
joke.
a few comments. Yeah, sorry, Gato. Do one more. The capital of your state, named after a fantasy book, is named Sacred Oath. Yeah, Sacramento, named after the the sacrament. Mm-hmm. Look, I didn't name it.
Yep. Look, it could be worse. It could be Los Angeles, which is the Angels. Silly names are silly. Let's see. We got the Australian girl, capital of the state. Yeah. Bird-looking bird. Oh, the magpie. Yeah, the yellow-billed magpie. Well, like, it is just your classic corvid. But yeah, it's got that beautiful, beautiful iridescence going on the wings. So yeah, they'll look dark if you look at one section, but if they catch the light, they'll turn blue. The tail in particular is prismatic. I've been lucky enough to get a tail feather once or twice, you know, that just somebody else dropped, and man, that was gorgeous. Oh, it's in Wood. It's in Wood, California. Because we just have a city or county named Wood. Because names. No, but it is Madeira. It is exotic and foreign and interesting. It's Wood. It's just called Wood. Anyways. Okay. Shoot. Unfortunately, we're kind of running out of time here. We probably just have time to go over these two other birds, and we might have to call it a stream for now. Gato saying, what's the opposite of an emo? It's kind of what blue jays are for the corvid family. Oh, very good. Yeah, blue jays and scrub jays and those, man, they're...
I think in Japanese, genki.
I would use the word
Or like Dinky Girl.
I use the word flamboyant. What J would you have down there? Hang on.
Let me look.
I'm getting distracted. Argentinian J. I'll put in bird, just in case. Azure J.
Purplish J, Azure J, and Plush Crested J.
Whoa, Azure J. Look at that coloring. Cyanocorax caeruleus? Look at that. That's vivid.
Ceruleus, I think.
Oh, like coelacanth. Yep, caeruleus. You are correct. That's a soft C. Good call, good call. But look at that. It's like, that's indigo. It's like you dipped them in indigo paint. Oh, now these ones are not Argentina. These ones are...
Is that visible on the stream?
Oh, whoops. Thank you. Ahem. As I was saying, vivid looking bird. Look at that indigo. That's astonishing. Now, we're a little bit off the mark. Because this one is the southern tip of Brazil. It is not in Argentina. At least according to this map. But, still freaking gorgeous. Oh, Gato saying, you know that bird that impales their prey onto a tree? That's metal. You are talking about a shrike.
I'm pretty sure northern shrikes are in this game, actually, flock around. Yeah, northern shrike, nickname is butcher bird.
Yep. Yeah, these little things. See that hooked bill? Yep, they're a bird of prey. Now, they're smaller. They're only about the size of an American robin or, like, say, like a blackbird or something, like a medium-sized bird. Yeah, they are vicious, though. Yes.
They'll take mice. They can eat mice.
Oh, yeah. They'll take mice. They'll take grasshoppers. They'll take crickets, cockroaches. They might take young rats. They might even take other baby birds. I mean, like, that's the thing about birds of prey. Like, they're not
yeah,
picky.
they might.
Like, obviously, they're not going to eat their own young, but that doesn't qualify about anyone else's young. So... Oh, got to talk about the Azure J. Or are you talking about the shrike? Hang on, where are we? Okay, this northern shrike is only in the northern U.S. and Canada, but there could be a version elsewhere. I just don't know what it would be called.
Let me check Wikipedia.
Thank you. But yeah, so shrikes are also nicknamed butcher birds because they have the unique habit of impaling their prey onto thorns, onto barbed wire, onto tree branches as kind of a storage. Because they aren't always able to eat all their prey at once. So instead, they'll eat some and then stash some for later. Kind of like using the equivalent of, I guess, a drying rack that you would for, like, you know, hanging up your fish or your meats to dry in the sun. That's kind of what a shrike's idea. So, yeah, so-called butcher bird. Yeah. And, yeah, they can be nasty little things. So,
okay, there's a bunch of ant shrikes. I don't think that's what we're looking for. What? Northern shrikes are in Passeriformes lanidae. Let me take a look.
Gato saying, hearing that little birds stab rats and mice is like when I learned the nymphs of dragonflies eat small fish and tadpoles. Yes, dragonflies. Dragonflies for insects are apex predators, which is appropriate because they're called dragons. Let me see if I can find dragon. Okay, this isn't a bird, but I don't care.
The one that always cracks me up is damselflies. Everyone thinks, oh, you know, dragonflies are strong and tough. Of course they're predators, but oh, damselflies are dainty. They must, you know, just be dainty flitting around. Yeah, they're also predators. They also eat things.
Yeah, no. Damselflies are just as vicious as dragonflies. Do not underestimate them. Oh, where's the nymphs? Come on. Because the dragonfly nymph... Yeah, here we are. The dragonfly nymphs look nothing like the adult. It is a phenomenon called...
Is it visible on stream again?
Not yet. I am pulling up the photos now. I don't... It's not that I don't trust Wikipedia, but just in case. Let me make sure. Here we are. Okay, now it's visible. All right. Adult dragonfly. We all know these things. You know, got the 4 wings, 2 pairs of wings. Got that rotating head. Superb aerial maneuverability. Great hunters, will snack things out of the sky. The nymphs look nothing like them. It looks like this. And they hang out in the water. Yeah, the dragonflies... That's actually really cool. The females will take their ovipositor at the end of their abdomen there, and will actually hover over water and dip it into water several times. Each time they do, they're laying an egg. When the eggs hatch, they become these little water nymphs that hunt other things in the water. Yeah, they'll take little, even tadpoles for the larger sizes of dragonfly nymph, and then at a certain point, they'll crawl out of the water and go through a phenomenon called complete metamorphosis. A fun fact for Pokemon players, anytime your Pokemon evolves, that's not evolution. It's a biological phenomenon called complete metamorphosis, where it undergoes a transformation resulting in a completely different body shape than from where it started. See,
You could also just call it metamorphosis.
Yes. Well, but then there's gradual metamorphosis versus complete metamorphosis, which is technically different, although gradual metamorphosis is more just like they get bigger. Gradual metamorphosis is grasshoppers, where just the nymphs are just tiny versions of the adults and they gradually like grow into new sizes over time. Complete metamorphosis is caterpillars versus butterflies. It is also dragonfly nymphs versus dragonflies. So yes, but the point is they are predators in both forms. Their nymphs are super predators in the water, and the adults become super predators in the air. Okay, now unfortunately it is 9 o'clock, so we probably should start winding down here.
All right,
But
we'll do one more because Gato was asking.
Gato was asking. Ad break. All right, I'll look it up.
El Carancho. Oh,
wait, a caracara?
Yeah, these are they eagles? I think they're eagles.
Yeah, that's another bird of prey. Oh wow, they actually.
And these ones, the range. I don't know. The range is insane. They're actually found in California.
Whoa, yeah, it's all over South America, through Central America, and even up into like Texas and even some of California, as far up as Canada. Really? Here, let me know when the ads are over. I'm just gonna
40 seconds.
I'm just gonna quit out of Flock Around because I don't think we're getting anything else done here. So go ahead and log out first, then I can quit out afterwards. Boink! Oh, you actually disappeared in a puff. That was hilarious. Okay. Here, let me stop. Oh wait, I don't need to stop capturing. I can just close that. There we go. Alright, 10 seconds left.
Gato commenting super delayed stream today. Yeah, unfortunately, that's Twitch being Twitch. Lo siento, I can't do much about that.
Or is it just like really laggy where it's taking like 30 seconds or a minute for us to respond? Because either way, I'm trying to respond as I see your comments come up on my phone, so just, yeah, that's the weird part of Twitch delay. Sometimes it's like 3 seconds and other times it's 30. I just don't know. Okay, so I'm assuming ads are over. All right, so yes, good call, Gato. You're looking at crested caracara. Yeah, this is a fun bird. Believe another bird of prey. So this is going to be like our hawks, or well, not a falcon. This is probably a soaring bird. Yep. Yeah. So this is what's the word? Buteo or accipiter? Might be one or the other. Yeah. So they'll be soaring around looking for prey down below, and then they'll swoop down on them, as opposed to a falcon, which will just crash into them like a bullet. That's a more specialized thing. Oh, there's a juvenile one. Yep. Here's a pair. Yeah, and I didn't realize the range, though. Look at this thing. It's all over South America, kind of avoids the dense Amazon, but then goes around there, goes all the way through Central America, and even comes up into like Texas and theoretically into California and as far up as New Hampshire and Canada? Huh. That's a very versatile bird. Oh, here it is with the, I'm assuming those are the Andes in the background in Chile. Ah, gorgeous. So, yeah, classic bird of prey, classic soar. Oh, wow, oh, dang. Okay, obviously the bird didn't kill this thing themselves, because there's no way they're taking something that large. Is that a capybara? That's a capybara.
Aw, poor capybara.
Well, I mean, hopefully they had a good life. Okay, I know capybaras are huge, but still, this must not be a very large bird. And here we have another one in Brazil.
Oh, it might be a living capybara, and the bird is just eating ticks off him. Maybe.
Oh, that's possible. Oh, also, Gato saying, I see my comments appear a lot later than when I send them. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That's Twitch being Twitch. It happens to me a lot also.
Dang it. Oh, is this some courtship? Oh, it's being preened by black vultures. Okay, so this is called allopreening. Allo meaning other. So this is when birds will preen, instead of preening themselves, they'll preen another bird. And in this case, it's a different species. Wow.
That's rare to see birds of two different species allopreening.
Yeah.
That is not common.
Shoot, I don't remember the exact word where one species is getting something out of the deal and the other one isn't. Actually, this might be both. This might be a, oh my gosh. It's a really simple word. It starts with an S and I'm drawing a blank. When two things help each other. Whatever the word is. Yeah, the point is they're working mutualism. Yeah, I believe that's it. There's different categories, and my brain is totally fried right now, so you'll have to ask tomorrow, Domadet, not today, Domadet. But yeah, okay, so the black vulture's probably looking through for parasites, picking them off the bird. Oh, and the other one's getting a little too feisty there, so the Caracara decided to take off. But yeah, wow, look at that. Yeah, so this is called allopreening. That's the birding term. Gato saying, you know what, Doman, is probably your internet. I mean, it could be. It is a very silly thing. Yeah, but that's fascinating. See, I've heard of caracaras before. For some reason, I kept thinking they were in Africa. I mean, there's probably a version in Africa, but I didn't realize, oh, we also have one over on this side of the Atlantic. Man, gorgeous. Oh, here's one in Cuba. So, going quite a bit farther from...
It might be a little gross. What was that one in Corrientes, Argentina, who had
was
eating something?
Okay, so, I mean, content warning. There's probably going to be some meat predation here, but it's on Wikipedia. It's probably safe. Yep. Oh, dead cow. Yep. Okay, let's keep that to a minimum just in case. I have no idea if Twitch allows that or not. It's educational, Twitch. We're trying to teach people.
Ooh, a couple on the Falkland Islands. Although,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we do not have time because this is end of stream, but put a pencil in there.
We're not going on about that. No, we're not dealing with that. We're done. Still, okay, thank you so much, Gato. Muchas gracias, Gato. We have lots of new birds to look at.
Still, so that was Flock Around.
Yes.
I'm glad we tried that. Might try it again later at some point.
This will definitely be a, if we're bored, pull this out, because then it's just an excuse for us to talk about birds for 3 hours, which is, you know, what we want to do. And if y'all don't like it, tough, you're tuning in. You're going to hear about it. We will educate you or else. Anyways, yeah, I should probably wind down here. I'm getting loopy. Well, thank you everybody so much for coming out to this impromptu stream. Hopefully, between the weeks, we will get this whole abiotic factor save file thing working, and maybe somebody else will have it so that we can host it more regularly and get that back on track. If not, well, we're going to learn about more birds. Oh, Gato saying, if you want a boyfriend, send either American role player that's a furry Flareon or Canadian frost dragon that's ace and also role plays. Oh, well, thank you for the offer. I'm kind of full up right now, to be honest. It's where, like, I've got a lot going on. I don't really do, like, a boyfriend kind of thing. But thank you so much for offering. Like, that's nice of you.
Thank you much for the offer.
That's nice to network, definitely. Yeah, it's just not really in the market right now. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming. And hopefully we'll have some more stuff. Obviously, tomorrow and Thursday will be dominated by the powerhouses Jay and Iggy, because a little thing called Deltarune will be out by that point. In fact, I think it's going to be out in, what, like 11 hours or something? I don't know the exact time. Point is, all heck is about to break loose, and Jay and Iggy are going to be there for the ride, so come join them for that. And Friday and Saturday will probably be us back with Bistro. The Saturday time might be at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. We'll have to kick that back an hour just because of my weird schedule, so keep an eye out for those updates. I think I've updated the schedule in Discord. Speaking of which, if you like what you're seeing, always consider giving us a follow or joining our Discord. We're always posting stuff in there and always streaming stuff most days of the week now. And, Meta, what else should we say?
I don't know. Thank you very much for showing up, everyone.
Oh, got to saying you have a wonderful time. Have a good night. Thank you again for coming.
Who are we rating?
So glad to be in here. That is a wonderful question, because we have Geo Wuffy and Comfy Bunker, who are both classics. Or since Jay and Iggy aren't here to supervise us, we could also go with someone else because we're crazy. Tenki's playing Bistro, and I really want to show people playing Bistro, and I think they're just behind where I am, so I don't think it's a spoiler. Oh, but it might be a spoiler. Nuts. Let's go with Comfy Bunker. That's always an easy one. I'd send you over to Kubrick. They're doing more Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, whichever one it is. Not that button. Donut, over here, please. I'm way too loopy for this. I should have gotten water in the middle of this. Alright, thank you everybody again. Take care. Bye.
Take care, everyone. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.